I think we're here.
I think we did it. Now, the thing I realized about these live streams is that when it first starts and we're talking, the only people that are ever going to see this are the people that watch the video later.
Yeah, back
yeah, because
right now. So welcome. Thank you for rewatching the broadcast.
That's right.
Glad to have you.
Because what's going to happen is this is going to go live. People on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch are going to start seeing it. And then 5 to 80 seconds into it is when people are actually going to click over and watch it.
You want to lay an Easter egg in here? Anything special do you want to say before people start?
I'm not prepared, I don't think.
I don't think so. We don't have a lot of Easter eggs. We're pretty wide open.
Pretty eggless. Eggless in Seattle. It's my favorite movie. It's about bunnies.
There's your Easter egg. All right, we got some previews today, don't we?
Yeah.
I haven't played Transformers about a month.
Hey, Landon, what's going on? Hey, Landon, on Facebook, if you could do me a huge favor, let me know how we look and how we sound, and I don't mean how we actually look, I mean how the video looks.
We know what Zach looks like because he's trying to grow his hair out to be Kylo Ren.
It's horrible.
The process is devastating.
Well, the middle phase is not where anybody wants to be. I see pictures when I had short hair, and I'm like, that's way better.
Yeah, it's way
hair.
better. I think so. A lot sharper.
Chris Monk on here.
So I hope it's worth it to sacrifice our entire brand equity for a Halloween bet.
Well,
if that's worthwhile.
You can always kick me off these streams. I'll be happy to take a 6 to 9 month break.
Jonathan shaved his head in preparation for
yeah,
this stream.
he's just gone. Well, the hair I'm gaining, he lost. Chris Monk says we look and sound great. So does Landon. So okay. I think we're good.
Good enough.
So we have some previews here, kind of previews. From Rise of the Combiners, the second set of the Transformers TCG. Steven, at least in Game 1, is going to be playing a tanks deck using Warpath. It hit the scene earlier this morning on Facebook. I forget the name of the website that had that. But we also...
CBR, who could forget?
Right, we also got it. I can actually... No, I can just literally have it come up.
Oh, you can do the thing, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pull that preview up on the screen. Let's see if it works.
I'm going to take my watch off.
It's funny, I can see the restream showing the thing. But basically, yeah, there it is. It's up on the screen. So Warpath, if you want to read it down real quick, give me a quick scoop.
Let's start with the bot mode, because I think that's starting to be the relevant piece where you can understand what Warpath is about. So it starts with a 2 attack, 6 health, 3 armor. Now, one of the big problems that I've seen from people kind of having some commentary about Warpath is, oh my gosh, Warpath finally. Super excited about that. Apparently one of the cooler of the toys from some line. I really wish I knew more, because it's a whole world that I'm not as familiar with.
Transformers is definitely a world I'm less familiar with than I want to be. It's like I watched it as a kid, but I don't really remember it, and I even see my nieces and nephews watching the modern version, and it's like, I've seen that character before.
I feel like I understand it, though. Like, this is the kind of thing I could go deep into. It's like when I was a kid, I was really into dinosaurs. It's like the same kind of thing.
Well, I think I also saw it wasn't Warpath. Another card that got previewed today was from the brand manager himself from Wizards, which it was showing like his favorite character as a kid. He had the old toy, and then he had the card that was whatever the character is or whatever, which is really cool.
That's neat.
I think everyone kind of has their favorite Transformer, right, one way or another. And there's the mainline ones like Optimus that you see all the time, and then there's the 1,000 other ones that are apparently exist.
It's a whole. There's many lines of toys. I've kind of gotten into it, but not enough to actually deep dive. Jerome Demir, real quick. Hi from Ghent. Well, hello. That's amazing.
Hello there.
Maybe you know Jasper? That would be. I mean, I would have to imagine.
Is Jasper from Ghent?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
We spent many weeks in Ghent.
Huh.
One of my absolute favorite places on Earth. Anyway, so let's start with Warpath. He's a ranged character. A low health. That's probably the biggest critique. 6 health is like nothing.
But he also is only 6 points.
That's right.
So that's really, we see very few characters that are in that point range.
And looky here. Darkmount here is 9 points for 9 health. Megatron, 10 points for 12 health. So, it's about equal.
The other thing is, so essentially what we did with this is we took a classic tank deck from the Wave 1, because we don't have all the Rise of the Combiner cards yet. But you'll see behind him is Demolisher.
Yeah,
which
also
is
a 6-pointer, right?
The other 6-point tank that was previously used, and he has 7 health with 3 armor, basically. And he's got some weird stuff going on. So he has like a 0 attack in 1 mode. So I feel like...
cards with zeros on them.
Yeah, right? Well, unless it's like an event in a cost game. But it feels like, to me, because he has Pierce on one of his sides, right?
Who? Warpath?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pierce too.
He fits into the macro tank strategy, which is like high armor, lots of blue pips in the deck, don't really care about orange pips. and then automatic damage through Pierce.
So it's a grindy kind of, you'd expect tanks to do, right? Be super defensive, poke through a couple of damage every turn, and win the game.
Yeah, and I almost feel like no one's, I mean, I guess maybe if you think you can hit 6 on the first attack, but I don't think he's the primary target. It's probably going to be Megatron every time. So having that second character that can just default that Pierce early on, and it's like, I think by the time they get to attacking that last character, the difference between 6 and 7 health and 1 extra armor on the original character isn't enough to like make a huge difference.
So it's feasible. Let's talk about what we might run this character. Enemies can't use Tough. Obviously, a decent silver bullet to certain deck archetypes, either now or in the future. If Tough becomes a big problem, obviously Warpath could jump in there and help you out. With Pierce 2, and then on the flip, and I think this is probably one of the more relevant things about this card, you flip over, you get a little bit more attack, a little less defense, but for each card in your opponent's scrap that has at least 2 blueies...
I guess it would be my scrap that matters.
Yeah.
Which
just an example, like, you know, any of these cards that have the little 2 blue dots, so you like heavy defense decks, they choose and do 1 damage to one of their characters. So if they've played 6, 7, 8, or if you've milled them a lot, and all of a sudden it's 8, 9 damage could be happening from a Warpath flip. So I think this is a big threat and can potentially be an archetype, counter later on in the history of the game.
I mean, it's the kind of thing where you kind of want to be on the Pierce side, and then the moment they have 2 or 3 or 4 double blue pips in their discard pile, it's just like 3 or 4 damage
it's like
automatically.
A bonus Pierce again. It's kind of that auto damage theme starting to come into play here.
I think it's really better because obviously it's conditional on your opponent having the double pips.
Yeah,
so that
and they
matters.
choose where it goes.
Yeah, but that's a potential like just a lot of damage happening.
All right, let's. So that's Warpath. We have others too, don't we?
We have a preview that is good with cars. It's not even in my deck though, because I'm not sure how to use it. We can run it down. Before we do though,
it's an anti-jet card, right?
Yeah, well, it's an anti-move damage card, which currently is the Jets. But it is worth mentioning. What we're going to be doing is I have my updated Bumblebee Cars deck and my updated Slipstream Jets deck. And so we're going to basically, we took a Wave 1 tank deck and we subbed in Warpath for Demolisher. And we're just going to play it and see.
See what happens?
See how it goes. But I'll go ahead and pull up Bumpers really quick, which is the card we got. Well, let's get this going.
And you said this is the max number of 2 blues that you could have in a deck?
I don't know if yours has the max number, because like it triggers off of my.
Yeah, but I just mean like potential damage the Warpath could do against this deck is 6. There's 6 cards in here that would be a double blue.
All right, Bumpers is on the screen. Now, I need to pull it up so I can read it. I think I got an email to me. Can you read it?
Well, yeah, I can.
You put it on a car only, and it
on
prevents
cars
damage
only.
from being moved to it.
It gives them +1 armor, and damage counters can't be moved from other characters to the upgraded characters. You can't move damage to the car with bumpers, and it gives them +1 armor.
So, like, one of my favorite characters in Wave 1 was Slipstream, which is when one of your planes attacks, move a damage counter from it to the defender. So, the deck wants to kind of have some damage on each of its characters, and every time it attacks, it's just moving one over, right? And that just prevents it. So
Bumper says no.
It feels like a very like specific answer to a thing, and I'm not familiar enough with like tournament metas and like that kind of a thing to really make a heads or tails of whether that's worth it. But it definitely seems like a tech piece that you kind of include as a answer.
Feels to me like Wave 2, we're starting to see some more specific cards that are looking, and this is pretty classic for game designers to do, to start seeding cards that might address answers in the future. This is something that actually, so we know that Lucas ended up at Wizards. I know that he was a big fan of, and the FFG Journal of Philosophy that I think he was brought up in, get answers to potential problems before there are problems in the meta.
Yeah.
So if it's like,
if there's a problem, it takes months to get an answer out.
Maybe there's big combos that move a ton of damage all at once, and it's like, well, Bumpers can answer that without having an emergency errata or emergency card needing to be released. So it's kind of like, putting those safety valves in that can release pressure if things happen in the future, even if they haven't happened yet. Warpath the same way, because you could imagine in the future there's some deck that's all double blues and you just can't punch damage through.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, Warpath comes in with Pierce and can answer that deck.
With enough sets, you assume that there will eventually be enough for a deck to have 20 double blues in, right?
Yeah, it's
or something
fair.
like that. And it's like it makes Warpath insanity.
That's difficult.
Yeah, and I'll say there's some questions coming through that are probably worth answering before we get on here. But Rise of the Combiners is another thing I like that they're doing. I don't know where I saw this, but it was basically the idea that like set 1, mixing Decepticons and Autobots and having a bunch of cards that are just generically useful. Because there's only 80 cards in that first set, like 80 deck cards, and then there's the Transformers. I thought it was really, it makes sense from a logical perspective now, like looking back, like even here we see Warpath is with 2 Decepticons. But what we're seeing a lot more of are cards that are specifically good on Decepticons or Autobots. So that like this might get penalized because the best cards are in your deck are only good on Decepticons. Mm-hmm. And if I kill them first, then you're down to an Autobot and it doesn't do nearly as much.
Yeah,
right?
I can get behind you on that.
And of course you have the Combiner. So jets or cars? You have a preference?
Jets or cars?
You want me flying around or you want me driving around?
You like jets, don't you?
I like
Jets
jets.
versus tanks feels busted, though. I mean, I feel like tanks can wreck cars, but jets, you just fly away, don't you?
I don't think that's how that works.
Okay, well, let's try it.
So I wrote about
find
this, and I had a blog about each of these, and this deck actually is on loan from another local named Thomas, and he brought that deck for the first time, and it was the first time I think I had played against someone who had min-maxed a deck, right?
Yeah.
It's like, forget about the orange pips, I'm only running blue, and I have complete Pierce, and he just wrecked me.
Yeah, it was like, oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I know the level my deck has to be on for this to be a game.
Yeah.
So then I went back and I made these better, and then I made them better again, I hope. So we'll see how it goes, but I also feel like with the Jets, at least, that it's a very finesse game.
Okay. Well,
that can
nothing
go
says
poorly.
finesse like tanks.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, yours is not finesse. Now we also have these.
Yeah, we got
that are worth
some
mentioning.
very rough, kind of early prototypes. We're looking at some different designs that we might pursue for a Transformers compatible token set. We're always kind of just exploring ideas and seeing what we feel like is good enough. I like some of these designs. I mean, obviously these shapes
Those
are
like first player tokens.
yeah,
Those
like,
are gigantic.
This is how things start. This is funny to get people to understand the process. It's like it starts with basic shapes and basic designs. And same here, we're just running them on the standard acrylic, kind of seeing how these designs are looking on the board and that kind of thing. And
the various damage tokens.
Choose on materials and styles and tweak the designs and all of that. But yeah, we'll start there, and I'm gonna use this one.
Oh, hey, someone made a good point. Thanks, Landon. He said bumpers is blocking the tokens that were showing off. I had the card up still.
Oh, great. Thanks,
So they
Landon.
saw nothing. They couldn't see the tokens at all.
Yeah, you can see. I'll show you.
That's funny. Let's see if this gets
some
out
of
of here.
the wild prototypes here. And then you'll see the rest of the tokens during the game. But like, this is the early stages. It's like cave paintings. Isn't that right, John?
Yeah, just like cave paintings.
Just like cave paintings. Might work.
I'm trying to get these bumpers out of here, and they ain't going anywhere.
Really?
Testing some new technology here on the stream.
Hey, can you go clear that out, John? Just go over there and click enter. Like, click on the main screen.
There it goes.
Oh, there it goes.
No, hold on. Wait, you're on a goofy thing.
Yeah, click on the top of that window.
That's the
like
large
the very
players.
top, just the very top of that window.
Got it.
Okay, that's one way to. Are we on the right side still?
Your hand is all up in my camera.
Okay.
There it goes.
I'm on the left. Everything look good?
Yeah.
It looked like we flipped screens, didn't we?
Wait a second.
No, you got your ring on.
Yeah, all right, we're good.
Okay,
We did it.
All right, good.
So yeah, I will actually say, I want to mention as well, we played we did the live stream where I got a box of the first set, Wave 1. And some people were asking about, like, saying, hey, convince me to play this game. So we got the box for the first wave. You and I opened it on camera. That was super fun.
Yeah.
Had a great time. And so basically based on that, I was like, well, I'm at least going to get a box of Wave 2 because that was fun enough to do. And I had got 2 decks that I feel like are pretty okay out of it. And then they started doing all these previews for the second wave.
It looks pretty good.
And it's like, man, I feel like what's going to happen is I'm going to get like 80% of each of the combiners and then be required to continue down the path. Or trade, I guess.
I like the idea of combiners being in the meta, but it's nothing that I would be interested in. I feel like I don't like being pigeonholed into like, you have to run it all of these things together for it to all work, right? I like to be flexible and run weird pairings and stuff. So it's not my bag, but I love the way that they're being done. I think it's a really cool concept.
Yeah.
And I know that you're gonna, like you said, get a few and then be like, well, I gotta get the rest, and then here we are, buying a bunch of cards.
And I feel like the thing is, though, what I did, and a lot of people don't do this, but I got my box and I made some trades, and I traded specifically because I wanted the jets and the cars.
Yeah.
And I just didn't care about the rest of the stuff.
Yeah.
And I had some pretty good cards, apparently, that I just traded for
Tossed.
stuff. So I feel like even with Wave 2, I'm aiming to do the same thing, where it's like, I'm probably going to pick my favorite combiner, and I'm going to try to make that happen. And then past that, I just don't care.
Yeah, who knows?
And I'm even here with these decks, it's less about like tier 1 and more about like, I want it to feel like the Jets.
Well, yeah, I can assure you that's going to happen.
Also, hey, a few questions. CS says, can I ask off-topic questions from Transformers? Yes, you can. We may or may not answer, but feel free. And then, as far as convincing you to play, that question that came through, who was that a minute ago? Let me see.
Also, hello, Maximus Prime from Antwerp. Have I?
Oh, iDust asking, convince me. I'm not going to convince you. I'm just going to say hang out and watch.
I think I went to Antwerp.
It'll either look fun or not. And if it's not, then you shouldn't do it. But we had a pretty good time with it.
Yeah, you really just kind of have to let it loose and enjoy what the game is and what Transformers is. And if you dig Transformers, you're gonna like it. I mean, I think you're just gonna like it.
It feels like to me a faster-paced, lighter version of Destiny with giant robots instead of characters.
But I just don't know. Like, what is Destiny about it? If you don't have dice, you're immediately not like Destiny to me.
It's basically you have characters without the dice, and you don't have resources.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
it's more abstract, and it's the back and forth. Like, it's not a single action, but it's basically draw a card, play a card, attack.
Yeah. That's fair.
So there's an element of like...
There's no responses, which is another critical piece. There's no interrupts and that kind of thing. Yeah. Shall we draw? What do we do? Tell me this one, because like it changes for every game. What is this? 5 cards, 4 cards, 8 cards?
Oh gosh, that's a great question.
It's the weird thing. It's like the second player draws.
No, I think it's 3 cards, and the stream can correct us on this. It's definitely at least 3. I think it's 3, but the first player doesn't draw a card, and you only get one action, and then you attack. And the second player gets to draw, because you can play an action and an upgrade.
Yeah.
So the second player gets to do both an action and an upgrade. 3 cards, got that one. Matt Phillips, hey, glad to catch you live. Are you the Matt Phillips? You know what I mean? You'll know if you know who you are. Otherwise, you're another Matt Phillips, and that's awesome.
3 cards for each, both players draw, and then it's like, I can only play 1 card, then you can play 2 cards, and then we're in the game.
Justin A says first player can flip a bot and attack.
Oh,
second player can play an action or an upgrade. Yeah, that's right. It is. It's even more nuanced than that.
Yeah, you don't draw.
First
draw
player
as
gets
first player.
1.
Or you do draw. You just don't do an
yeah.
action. Okay, we get it.
All right. You want to go first or second?
Yeah, I gotta die. Let's roll a Gungan on it. Let's roll a Booma. Highest.
You know there's like 3 blanks on this thing, right?
Doesn't matter.
Nailed
you
it.
got it.
All right, I'm first. Draw a card, and I don't get to do anything.
But you can't attack, right? Can you flip? You can flip.
Yeah, you can flip. Let me read these again.
That I think is the worst part of this game. I don't know why. I mean, I get that you need some kind of a ramp, I guess, but there's got to be a better way to do that. I forget it every time.
To flip?
Well, the whole like, what does first player do? What does second player do? Can I just have like 2 cards as first player, and you get 3? And
it could be simpler for a simple game.
Yeah,
that was complex for some reason. All right, I'm gonna flip Starscream.
Uh-oh.
And he's gonna attack. He's got the old bold 2. Let's see. It'd be funny if I just killed Warpath on the first turn. That's the preview.
That's kind of weird.
It's not possible.
It's possible.
I guess with bold 2, it is possible.
It's totally possible.
But I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna go after Megatron. Starscream's gonna attack. He's got bold 2. Okay, so this is how this works if you're new to the game. I get to flip 2 cards off the top of my deck, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Always.
All right, and if I get at least 1 gray pip, I get to flip 2 bonus cards.
It's totally white.
It's looking just great here. And then because I'm attacking, my orange stat's a 4 attack. I add any of the orange pips to my attack, and that's my total. And I'm attacking Megatron, like I said. Now, I have bold 2, which means I flip 2 extra cards, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And just cleared it.
Wow, that's great. Good rolls there.
All right, so no orange pips, so I have a 4 coming in at Megatron.
And
He has
I've got
3 armor.
3 armor, and I flip 2 cards. Every time you attack or defend, you flip 2. And then there are various abilities. There's 1. There's 3.
All right, so I do no damage.
So I have a 6 total armor because I'm at 3 plus 3. You have a 4 plus 0 attack, so you're at -2. Doesn't that mean you take damage?
No, I don't think that's how that works, no.
And then the weirdest thing about Transformers, these cards are in like purgatory until the end of the turn, and then they all go to the discard pile.
That's right, and when you attack, that ends your turn. So now it's Steven's turn.
Okay.
So could you test 5 and 6 real quick, and before I get out of here?
Is there anything on 5?
Should be.
We
All
only
right,
have the
I'm
2. Oh,
I mean-
look, we'll blow them up with an ad.
Yeah, here's
get
here's an ad. A word from our sponsor. Man, do you want to go ahead and explain that since we're here? Let me see if I can clear this.
It's easy. We do subscriptions. This is kind of what we do. This is what we've built our business around here in the past few years. Concept is simple. The products that you want, you sign up for a subscription for those products. We ship them to you as soon as they release, charge you a couple of weeks beforehand, and basically just store your card on file in a secure way with us. We don't actually keep your card numbers. They're offloaded to a super secure server via Stripe, and then we charge you, we ship you your products, you never have to worry about it again.
Yep, that's particularly useful when games like, so Transformers releases every 3 to 6 months, and supply is questionable, and etc.
Basically, if you don't want to pre-order and worry about tracking down stuff, you can just know that you're going to get as many of the latest thing every time it releases. And it's that simple. We try to make it simple, although it's kind of a mouthful to talk about.
See you, John.
See you later. All right, so let's draw. Okay. Now, I get to play 1 card.
1 card, yep.
Action or an upgrade, or just an action? I think it's action or upgrade, right? Is that fair to say? That's totally fair to say. Okay. Don't want to do that one.
Lana says, got a box from your subscription for Wave 1. Any deals for Wave 2 subscriptions? The deal is a subscription. That one's
great.
I think it's like, not MAP, it's like 20% off with free
20%
shipping, right?
Yeah, I think it's free shipping.
It's harder for us to go much harder than that.
Thanks,
on the
Landon.
promotion.
We appreciate that.
Absolutely.
That literally is why we're on the air here. Oh, wow. Cool. Hey, check this out. Get wrecked. Let's put a blast shield on Megatron.
All right.
It's an armor upgrade. It's +2 armor, but after I defend, I scrap it. So it's a temporary +2.
Okay.
I'm going to disincentivize you from attacking Megatron there.
And it's important to remember, if an opponent has a tapped transformer, you have to attack that transformer.
That's right.
So
That's right.
you can both make me avoid attacking him by attacking with something else, or attack with him because you have that upgrade.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah. So now I'm going to flip into Pierce 3 here, and that's gonna. I've got a buff here, so I'm still staying at 4 armor. So it's like I meant to do it. And then Megatron is going to attack Starscream. Can we have like
Because
a
he's got to. Yeah.
showdown?
That's
I like doing stuff like this
that's
in
like
games these days.
I mean, it's number 1, number 2 getting frisky here.
Yeah, let's a little infighting. Okay, so here we go. Let's do it. I'm going to flip 2 cards, as is customary whenever you're attacking. I started a 4 value.
Yeah. Now your deck is, again, not exactly full of orange pips here.
Shouldn't do much. I flipped 2, and I did see a white card, so that means I get 2 bonus cards. Do I even have orange in here?
I don't think so. Also, it's important to remember that's like the area of the screen no one can see.
Okay, I can move it over
The
here.
deck's fine, but if you want to put your pips over here, it's a
Yeah.
little more dramatic for people to feel it.
But it's not dramatic at all if they know I don't have oranges.
Well, that's the problem with that deck.
So it's just a plotting tank deck. All right, I flipped 3 blues, which doesn't matter. So 4 damage coming in at you.
Okay. So
You've
I've got
2
my
armor.
2. I'll flip. Now, I have a strange feeling. So I got 1 gray. That, okay, at least I got a blue. I was like, I'm probably going to see all my oranges now.
Yeah, of course.
So I got 1, which means my armor is a 3. And so a lot of people actually get confused about Pierce.
Yeah, Pierce is weird.
So Pierce is essentially the minimum damage your attack can do. What would normally happen without Pierce is that your attack of 4 would get hit with my armor of 3, and I'd take 1 damage. So I'd take a damage token, and I'd be like, bam, Starscream's got a damage, right? And I'll put him down here, actually.
You don't want to put it on the card? They're tiny.
Well,
That's
you
why we
flip.
made them tiny. Oh, right on.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. But because of Pierce 3, what actually happens is the minimum he's going to do is 3. So instead of taking 1, I'm actually going to take 3. Now, it's Pierce 3 as long as his attack is at least 3. So if you only had a 1 attack, it would actually still only do 1 damage.
Okay.
But essentially, that's kind of the thing. You have to have at least as much as you have in Pierce, and if you do, that's the minimum your attack's going to do.
As long as I have an attack stat of 3, I will do 3 damage minimum.
Absolutely.
Minimum.
Yeah. Which is why your deck doesn't care about orange pips.
All right, great.
Okay.
So yeah, look at me. I'm ahead.
You were definitely ahead. For now. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, so I get a draw card, and now I get the first full turn.
Here we go. Let's play.
I like that.
Let's play. Look at these big old transformers.
All right, so I get
Oh, you can take the first player token.
first player
too.
token. I'll put that over here. So I get to play an event or an action, and also flip and play an upgrade if I want. So this is going to be fancy dancy. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to flip Megatron. He says, when you flip to this mode, not Megatron, Starscream, do damage to an enemy equal to the number of planes that I have. So I have 3 planes, so I just get to do 3 damage to old Megatron. You can put that wherever you want it.
That's what you do? You just like that?
That's his ability. Now, what I'm going to do...
Can I move your damage?
You can, yep.
I feel like that's better for the streaming.
Yeah, I agree. That's way better. Oh,
so you didn't attack me. That's just an ability.
Not yet. That's just his ability, yeah.
Ah.
So now let's play...
Hi, Toby. A couple of questions I'll address while you're thinking. See Airsoft. If not supporting it, have you played recently with the Nisei system Core 2019 out? Same thing. Basically talking about Netrunner. I haven't dipped my toe into that entire world yet. I feel like it is going to happen though at some point.
Into what?
Get into kind of the Nisei thing and find out what people are doing and where Netrunner's going and that kind of thing. I've just been a little too busy, to be honest with you. We've got a lot on our hands in terms of like active games, so going into something that we can't sell is kind of difficult. But me as a person, I'm very interested in what's going on. I just haven't checked it out.
With Nisei, it's the kind of thing where if there was some big event happening that I was going to hang out and play with the old Netrunner community, that's when I would like ramp up into it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree. Maybe we should host something.
That's
it also is not Matt Phillips from Tulsa, but the other Matt Phillips, who's way more active and engaged with everything that we do.
That's right.
So,
but I mean, except for our local store.
Thank you.
The other Matt Phillips is locally
right.
in. Okay, so I'm going to play an upgrade called Drill Arms. When I put this on a character, scrap an enemy armor. If I can't draw a card.
Why would you do that? So you're drilling through my blast shield? That's
Zzz.
very thematic.
And then I'm going to play a crazy card here called Photon Bomb. 2 damage to every character.
Everything on the board.
Everything on the board. Just an AoE.
Really using those tokens. Thank you, Zach.
Yeah, just getting in there.
We need little damage bars for sure.
Absolutely. That's what I was saying. I think if you have a little health bar there to put the tokens in,
I'm gonna
that way you don't have to flip. Yeah, you get it.
I'm going to use these.
You were there 2 minutes ago.
I was there. I've been there.
Let me see.
Who puts a 1 sideways?
Starscream is other planes, so that only does 2 damage to Megatron.
Oh,
and his
good,
ability.
thanks.
But then he would still take 2 more from the Photon Bomb.
So 3?
He should be at 4, yeah.
4 coming in.
Okay, so I played an upgrade, I played an event, I flipped a Transformer, and now...
And you attacked, right?
I have not attacked.
You haven't even attacked yet?
I haven't even attacked.
Oh my gosh.
But I just...
Why is this...
I did 2
what are
to
you
each of my
doing these
things.
combo wombo turns
Yeah,
for?
I know.
Can't you
I'm
just
sorry.
play it?
What's this?
Toby Too Dope. The end of the world has occurred. Plagues, zombies, aliens. Mankind needs to rebuild, and TC has chosen to educate the fatigued masses in the joys of gaming. Which game do you choose?
I have to read that.
It's hard not to choose Arkham, but then again, if you're already in a post-apocalyptic scenario...
You probably don't need that.
But I feel like we need to be playing a cooperative game. I don't feel like if survival is the goal, I don't think we need to be playing competitive games. We need to be playing games that build our trust in each other.
I don't...
Swords and Strongholds.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
We
That's
should just play it on stream.
applicable. We'll do that.
I love it.
We got to schedule that.
I love it.
Okay, so I'm going to attack. And now here's the thing. This is what makes this deck tick. Slipstream says, when one of my planes attacks, I can move a damage counter from it to the defender. So in plane mode, I can move a damage from here to the defender, so I will attack Megatron. We'll move a damage over.
You wouldn't be able to do that if I had bumpers.
Yeah, but bumpers only goes on cars. You know what I mean?
I do.
All right.
words.
So now I'm doing an attack. I have an attack stat of 5. It's modified by the drill arms over here. So I'll flip 2. Got an
One.
orange. Got a gray.
Bonus.
Give me a double orange. Give me a double orange. No.
Nothing.
So now I'm at 6, and Megatron's armor is only a 2 because he obviously I got rid of that.
So you're doing 4
shield.
damage.
5 because of the bonus.
You're only doing 4 damage, right? Because you're at 4, 5, 6 total. To
Oh
my
yeah,
2.
yeah, I got you. Yeah.
I counted off a little weird sometimes.
Yep.
Still doing 4 damage. Still, ooh, I do have some oranges. Still doing 4 damage. I saw the white,
That
so
was a
here's a
grenade
bonus.
launcher.
Doing 3 damage. Doing 2 damage.
Okay, I'm into that.
Hunkered down.
Of course, you can just flip skis there on the token.
Flipped. Wow, it's amazing. They just evaporate, don't they?
That's what I'm saying. It's once the decks are kind of like tuned because we played the literally opened a box on stream and built 2 decks on the spot, having never built a deck, and it was a little slower than constructed. And then I played against that deck for the first time with like just kind of a fine deck,
And you got
I was just like,
wrecked.
I'm not even playing the same game. I may as well be in the kiddie pool right now.
Okay, you have any double blues in your discard pile? Do you even run double blues?
I do, yeah. They are not my discard
All right,
pile.
I'm going to save Warpath, see if I can get a big mum in here. So I'm going to draw my card to start the turn.
Okay.
And then...
Don't forget to flip a transformer if you want it.
Do I have to do that before I draw?
No, any order you want.
At any time.
Yeah,
Okay.
you draw first. That's definitely what you
Yeah,
do first.
definitely. Ooh, nice. Wow. He's a bad
He's a bad man.
man. I
Or a
wish
bad bot.
I probably should have made you attack him first. There is actual strategies. Okay, playing an upgrade, a primary laser.
Okay, so just a
Get it.
standard 1 blue pip, but +2 attack there.
And before I do that, I should have done this. Draw
You can do
3
it
cards, scrap 2.
If you want to do that first, I'll happily let you.
Let's see what happens. And then I scrap 2. I like this card. Like this card. Ooh, I love this card. Wow. Do you have any armor? Don't need the drill arms, I guess. And let's get rid of that force field. I don't feel like I'm going to take 5 or more damage on the jets. I don't know. Maybe. That's why I got all these blues in here, so I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah. So the force field is like if someone hits you with a 10 and
Yeah.
it reduces it down. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so critical. I also, after I played against this deck, I played against they had a card deck, and it was like, oh, I hit you for 15. I was just like...
Yeah, so this is an answer to that. That makes sense. Sega Gamer, yes, this is Transformers trading card game. It's the newest by Wizards of the Coast, makers of Magic the Gathering, etc.
I'm going to
D&D.
pull up the Learning Transformers series.
Yeah,
so
check it
people
out.
some asking questions.
We probably need to revisit that one too and do a little.
It was pretty good.
Okay, so I've got Dark Mount on a primary laser. I'm going to flip. I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to get you wrecked.
Get wrecked.
So I'm at a 7.
Okay, who are you attacking here?
That's a
Going
good
after old
question.
Starscream?
Well, you know, in every game imaginable, Focus Fire is the answer. Is there a good reason to switch targets? No, because you have 1 armor. You got nothing.
Yeah, I mean, he's butter.
You're done.
Now, he does have 8 health left versus the 7 health over here of Skywarp.
Trying
But
to talk me out of it?
no, I assumed you were going to go after Starscream.
Let's go Starscream with the primary laser on Dark Mount.
Yeah, this is Starscream in the middle, and he's about to get cut down.
So 7 attack, and then we're both going to flip 2 cards.
7? That's obnoxious.
That's right,
Did you
primary
flip a
lasers.
Transformer?
Yeah, I flipped Dark Mount
Okay,
to his
cool.
big old 5 side.
To-
Double blue, not going to help me.
Mm-hmm.
Double blue, not going to help me. That would have been great on defense, though.
That would have been
having
great.
him.
All right, so 7,
Now you flip 2 on the defense.
and I'm only at 1
Yeah,
defense.
you're taking 6 damage.
Blank.
Taking 6 damage. Taking 5 damage.
So 2, 4, and 5. So what I really need going into this is some way to ready old Starscream.
Do you have it?
I don't know yet. Not in my hand.
Not in your hand,
Maybe
right.
on the top of my deck.
Chances are good.
I landed planes equal glass cannon. That's
Nico,
right.
yes, this is planes versus tanks.
It's the dream match. All right, mine.
It's everything I ever wanted as a child.
I'm used to at the end of the Destiny rounds like untapping everything,
Yeah,
and I'm
you
like,
can't do it.
All right.
It's also weird to actually be able to say tap.
I know legally.
Legally, you
we
can
could
say
always say it, but they couldn't. Okay, so I will draw a card.
Congrats.
This is fire.
Get out of get right
I
out of
haven't
town.
played this in a minute, so that's just crazy town. All right, you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm so
gonna
ready.
melt Megatron down, and then you better come back and kill Starscream somehow. Let's go. Is that right?
No, it's wrong. I don't think you can do that.
Let's go bombing run. It's an action. Choose an enemy, Megatron.
Okay.
Move 1 damage counter from each of my planes to that enemy.
Why do you do this?
So I'll go 1, 2, 3.
All right.
And
Let me
he's
just-
not dead yet. I just turned it to it.
1, 2, 1.
All right.
Keep it tidy.
He's got what? 2 health left?
I'm at 10, and you got 2 health.
I mean, it's kind of a sad story because let's see if I flip.
Why are you
my
always
dice.
playing burn? You ever?
This isn't burn. Maybe it is. Moving damage is not. It is kind of
direct
burn.
damage.
I'll play cars next, and
It's
it's
always
less
direct.
burny. Will Sanders. Let's go. Piercing Blaster. Pierce 3.
That's
on
so. There's no way.
Slipstream.
Yeah.
Then Slipstream will attack when one of my planes attacks. I can move a damage from one of my characters, one of yours. I'll actually move 1 from Slipstream, and it has to be the attacking one, to the defender.
Right.
Is it to the defender?
Yeah,
to
the
the defender.
yeah.
So, unfortunately, I'm going to move 1 to Megatron,
Oh, wasted damage.
even though
Yikes.
I know I'm going to just knock him out here, but that's fine.
Yikes.
So then I'll flip 2,
1, 2.
0, but I have 3 attack with Pierce 3, so
We'll keep it
unless
tidy.
you
We
have,
gotta do it
unless
anyway.
you have something,
Let's just burn through this deck. You got any double blues in there yet?
in my discard pile,
Yeah.
you're just waiting to Warpath me. I don't.
Bummer.
Let me just see if they're even in my deck real quick.
All right, so I ended up with 3 defense. You ended up with, what, 3 attack plus pierce 3? So you're going to do 3 damage no matter what.
That's right.
Because you have a stat of 3.
1 shall stand, 1 shall fall. Yeah, people asking, so we're testing Warpath. He's got previewed today from Series 2, Wave 2, Set 2, whatever you want to call it, Transformers.
More than meets.
Yeah, I'm telling you though, the first time I played against this deck, that was the pace this deck was on, and I was like halfway through a Transformer.
Starscream's out of here. How did you... I feel like you were at more damage. You're just at 9? Is it that move? It was the bombing run.
The bombing run move 1, and then the ability move 1 from each of these. But I had already obviously attacked with Starscream, so I wasn't able to do that. This is your chance. Now, that's what I'm saying. The Warpath on his other side is Pierce 3. Pierce
Yeah.
2.
That ain't going to do it, though.
Oh, yeah, you got to get in here for bigger than that.
Okay. Oh, I like that. Okay. We've got moves. We're making money moves here.
All right, draw a card.
Drawing a card. Okay.
This is where, like, if you had something to ready, Dark Mount, it would be so good for you. Because I'm done. I've tapped everything out. I don't get to go again for the turn.
Yeah, get ready for this. Okay, first I'm going to play an action. Hunker down. Flip each of your characters from bot mode to tank mode.
Okay.
When I flip to this mode, I can scrap a card from my hand to do 2 to an enemy.
Oh, yeah. Get in there.
Let's
So I
do
assume 2 to the old Starscream.
2 to Starscream.
Okay.
And then for each of your tanks that isn't upgraded with armor, put an armor on it from your scrap pile.
Oh, that's amazing.
Pardon me while I scrap.
Man, this got good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cool part of this, though, right? I like this, and this is the kind of pacing you see once you start playing with the. I wouldn't even say these are like super sophisticated decks, but just like not starter version decks.
Yeah.
If you're not knocking off a character every round, at least the first round when you have 3 attacks coming, then your deck's probably not as efficient as it needs to be to compete on that level.
Let's just do, because it's so fitting, let's just do double blast shields.
So when they defend, it goes away, but they get it basically one time.
They get
use.
+2 one-time use.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Then I'll play an upgrade. If I give something Pierce, does it add to current Pierce? It does, doesn't it? It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it stacks.
Yeah, okay.
Also, just for timing's sake, I think someone was saying that the upgrades have to come in before you do the damage. I don't care,
Yeah.
but it might matter with some other card.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do this. What happens here? If I do Crushing Treads here, and then I'm just going to flip this.
Okay.
So I've completed all my things.
So Crushing Treads gives you what?
It has Pierce equal to its defense value.
Oh, man. So Pierce 3?
Plus 2. Pierce 5.
5 plus Pierce 2.
Plus Pierce 2.
So Pierce 7?
Is that true that I have Pierce 7 now?
I believe that is completely correct.
Can you confirm?
We'll confirm. Landon, I assume, he seems like you play it quite a bit.
Or Joseph. Joseph's always, I feel like Joseph on all of these games is very good on the rules.
I'll tell you what, I am not.
Yeah, no.
Especially we're playing, like I play a lot of games casually right now.
Yeah.
And a couple less casually. And like they all just get mixed around.
Okay. Well, long story short.
Isaiah saying I should have took him out first. Maybe.
Either way, 5 or 7, I think we're going to kill Starscream.
I don't think you're going to get to 7 value, though. That's the problem.
That is true. So I've got a 2 attack. So I see now the issue. Okay, so that makes sense. So I'm only doing Pierce 2 right now, unless I flip up
That's
an orange.
right. Yep.
Okay.
But you only need to do 2 damage to kill Starscream, so you're in a pretty good spot.
All right, here we go. Oh, there it was anyway.
Boom, got that. Oh, and a bonus. Watch you get 2 pips here.
Not 2. All right, so 3 damage, and it's going to pierce, so you can flip your cards and...
All right, I got a special. Now, it's important to note, too, if you're new to the game, even if you flip 2 of the special, the gray icons, you only get to flip 2 bonus cards. It only triggers the first time.
Only triggers the first time.
So Starscream out of here. Someone was saying, and they may be right, but it's less fun, that you maybe should have stayed on the other side of Warpath.
I don't know, but I got 3 armor here, which is more relevant to me than 4 attack. Well, it will be relevant next turn whenever I can flip and do like at least 4 pierce, so that's going to be worthwhile.
Yeah, but I think that was well timed because you only needed to do 2 ultimately. Okay, so we're done with the round. We're ready. And essentially, now this is something that there's been a lot of talk about, which is what happens to the first player token. Do I pass it to you? I believe what actually happens, and you can stream, feel free to correct me while I'm wrong.
Doesn't it stay based on tempo of the game?
It's basically like whoever ends the round first is the first player going into the next round, because if not, then you've obviously attacked last, and then you could attack first.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
That seems really powerful.
I feel like that's all right.
Okay, so I'm going to start doing that, and if the stream corrects
alive.
me, that's fine. So I draw a card.
Yeah, I agree with you, Joseph. Crushing Treads on Dark Mount. Killer, but he already had a primary laser.
Yeah, it's super good.
I guess I could do both. Oh, no. Nasty.
What is it?
It's primary laser's a weapon. Treads are his utility. So I could have the laser and the blast shield and the Crushing Treads.
That's pretty good.
And then swing in for what? 4, 5, 6 with Pierce 6? Probably more. I don't know. That's insane.
Okay. I'm just doing math here. So again, one of the things with Slipstream that is obviously good and not good is that for me to move damage to you, one, I have to be in plane mode.
You have 13 health? When did that happen?
The other...
How is that even possible?
The other thing is that for her ability to trigger, I have to have damage on my characters. So I don't currently have damage on my characters.
Yeah, it must be horrible.
It is. It's so terrible. I mean, it's hard for me to explain how terrible it is. I think...
It's easy to run out of cards in this game, isn't it?
Yeah.
You draw 1 and play 2, it's pretty easy to figure out where that math is going to end up.
Yeah, there are cards that you draw as well, so and I assume you have some of those. Okay. All right. I want to defeat Warpath. You know what I mean?
I'm looking. You got 21 health to my 15 to my 11. You
Yes.
got double my health right now.
I'm feeling pretty okay about that.
When did all this happen?
Okay, I'm going to do Plasma Burst. 2 damage to an enemy.
See, this is what
It'll
I'm
be
talking
2 to
about.
Warpath.
This is just cheating. Why do I have this blast shield if you just play random do damage cards?
Not all decks do that. Just the planes, dude. They're shooting you from above. Isn't it annoying?
Yeah. It's burned.
Morphinar, hey, it's going great. He asked how we're doing. I'm going to attack with Slipstream, and we're going to attack Warpath. Pierce 3, yep.
Well, this is bogus.
It's gone. Yeah, I know it is. Got a special. We're going to flip 2 extra. 3 attack with Pierce 3.
So basically, piercing against tanks is like the jam.
You got to have Pierce against tanks.
You got to have Pierce, period. Pierce is like the game.
Pierce is good. Yeah.
All right, so I blocked some of it, but it doesn't matter. He's gone.
He gone.
All right, so in a surprising turnaround, Dark Mount is going to lose. Draw a card.
I don't know if that's true, actually. I'm not expecting my attack over here to really do anything. So you're going to get to attack, and then you'll go first next round.
Yeah.
So you get 2 attacks kind of in a row if I don't do anything with this attack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, Morphinar, yes, I do recognize that name. We played World of Warcraft together. What are you doing?
Wow.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's fantastic. That's so many,
I'll say,
so many years ago.
Steve and I grew up playing games together, and we played a lot. But then there was a good year and a half period.
When I was in college?
No. I thought it was high school. You disappeared.
No, I didn't play WoW in high school. I was out in the boonies. I didn't have internet. It's my freshman year of college.
I just remember not hearing from you for a while.
Yeah. Maybe I was struggling.
I don't
Crushing
think that was
Treads
true.
coming in.
You were writing back on your Zanga. What was that called? The blog platform?
Oh yeah, Zanga.
You were doing just fine.
That was before Facebook.
Yep.
Which meant that real thoughts were being expressed.
Yeah.
Man, cool. Morphinar, that's great. Yeah, Blue Base, awesome. It's great to see you or see your name. It's crazy. Apples don't far fall from trees, as they say. Okay, let's think about this. Now, do I have to flip?
No. It's an option.
I'm gonna.
It's a 5 attack. That's what it is.
All right, so I'm looking at a...
I'll be honest. Dark Mountain looks cool in his other form. He's got that, what would you call that device?
I've got +2 against pierce, or against range, so, I'm definitely in this mode. This is where it's at. He's got a scythe here? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, just really cool little character. Okay, so let's look at this. So I got 5 attack, 6, 7 attack.
And +2 against whatever, right?
Oh, it's I got
armor.
5 pierce because of Crushing Treads. My defense is my pierce.
You played Crushing Treads on him?
I did. I drew it. Yeah, it was a money draw.
Yeah, from downtown.
All right, so I know I'm doing at least 5, and I'm going to have 7 plus whatever these cards reveal.
And you're attacking old Slipstream.
Yeah. Not going to do anything.
7,
so 7
pierce
attack
5
coming in.
with my 2
so
armor.
It's 5 damage coming in.
So 3, but it's pierce 5, so I'm taking 5.
Enjoy your 5 damage.
See what I mean, though?
Well, I'm going to need to do...
You're going to get that again before I do anything to you.
Well, I also am going to be able to do 2 straight away with this, so I could potentially end Slipstream.
Which would be bad for me, because she's the one that has pierce. So I'm going to draw a card. Now...
What, do 5 damage out of hand?
I don't think I can play that.
Yeah, I like that.
So it's the do 2 to everything, which would be really nice, because then I can move 1 over here. I was hoping I would get a ready this card.
Take a gamble. What could go
but
wrong?
I feel like you hit me for 5. If I do 2 to myself, you only need 6 to get rid of her. That's terrifying. I'd rather not risk that. So we're going to do something else instead.
Oh, you should also know this blast shield is going to go away, so I'll only be doing 3 pierce next turn, assuming you attack me.
That's still pretty good. I'm going to do strafing run. 1 damage to each enemy character. You only have 1, though. So...
Card for damage, that's still not bad.
Kudos to you. And then I'll just attack. I don't have any upgrades to play, unfortunately.
That's right.
So I'll attack for 5, and I get 2 flips. We got a blue and a blue. So 5 to your armor of a billion.
I've got 3 armor, +2 is 5, +2 because your range is 7.
So you flip 2.
8,
And that
9.
blast shield's getting out of
You
here.
are covered up. Armor out, blast shield gone.
Okay, so then that'll be the end of the round because you're technically tapped, I think.
Yes, that's right. Sorry,
I'll
I
pass
stood
that
him
to
out 'cause
you.
I was getting super excited.
And we will ready. Yeah, you're ready to go.
Come on, Dark Mount.
And then we're back around. So
Woo-hoo.
This is your chance. I think if you can just knock Slipstream off here, that's going to be the real play.
I drew this left into battle card. That seems like one that I want right at
plus
this
3?
moment. +3. And I
You can just leave that there for now.
can't play any other cards because I already have a weapon, and this is a weapon. Now, I could overwrite.
If it's a better
right?
weapon, you could overwrite.
It's the same weapon.
That's fine.
I wish I could have 2 primary lasers like in Escape Velocity. Wizard climbs the library, use the live journal. Yeah, it was a man. Blogging used to be, it was the beginning of human expression before it turned into the dumpster fire as we now know it.
I think blogging's still fun.
If I may say so.
If you do it well. I blog from time. I wrote a blog about this deck.
I would quit Facebook today if I didn't need it for Covenant.
Yeah, I would absolutely.
I was
do that.
just thinking that yesterday. I was like, why haven't I done that yet? And then it was, oh yeah, I need to monitor stuff.
This reason. The other thing is, one thing I actually do find sometimes useful about Facebook are the groups for the specific games.
Yeah.
That's really helpful.
It is really nice.
Like my feed, garbage.
Yeah,
like it's just.
I can't figure out how. Like I've even tried to like trim it and tell it I don't like things that are obviously like bad. Doesn't matter. Turns out it's about what everyone's producing. Okay, shall we? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 attack with 3 pierce. So 3
I assume you're
for
coming
sure.
at Slipstream?
Oh yeah. And you have a defense of 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Not so hot.
I'm currently doing 8 damage. How much damage do I need to do?
You need to do
8.
8. How much are you doing right now?
8 right now.
What's your pierce?
3.
Okay.
Still doing 8. Bonus.
All right. Now
Nothing.
you got to shuffle up. You're out of cards. So you shuffle,
So,
shuffle
okay,
up.
that's like how many oranges I got in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 oranges.
Out of what? 3, 5, 6. You got like 34 cards over there.
Yeah, give me the odd screen like on World
like-
Poker Tour.
1 and 34. Let me do the math. Having a computer here makes this a lot easier.
Math?
It's not 1 and 34. It's 6 and 34, my friend. You have a 17.64% chance of hitting an orange pip.
I feel like that's going to be to my benefit.
And so your attack is an 8 right now? And Pierce
No,
3?
no. Okay, you should be good.
All right, hey,
Yeah.
if you can hear me, let me know and I'll tell you a tale.
We got levels.
Jared Pine says he loves this with no audio. Wizard says, I'm adding bad Chinese dubbing to you right now. That's amazing. That was really the highlight of the game. And just
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and swap the bats. So your audio is actually good right now. But
Oh, cool. Echo says, you guys seem to have so much fun. Reenact that last turn, please.
dude, we're gonna have to do it again.
Well, that's so funny.
Okay. So That's why it was so important. All right, you're live.
All right, we're live now. Hey, sorry for the issue. So here's what happened. Steven had about a little under a 1 in 5 chance of hitting an orange pip on his. He reshuffled, and then he got to flip one more card, and he got it. And then I needed it because he flipped an orange pip. I needed 2 blues to not die, and I only flipped 1, so I was 1 short. Slipstream's gone. Now Skywarp has to figure out a way to make this happen. What do I have to do? 6 damage.
Skywarp versus Darkmount. I like my odds here, actually.
Yeah, I think you're in it. So I'm gonna draw my card for the turn. That's good. All right, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do Force Field. If I take 5 or more attack damage, instead I scrap this and take 4.
Pretty good.
So that's gonna be good.
So it guarantees you 2 turns, right?
Then I'm going to. What's your armor right now? What's your armor stat? Dr. Yellow, this is not a new game. This is the Transformers TCG. The first set is already out. The second set's coming soon. I'm going to link to the Learning Transformers series, so you can check it out if you're interested. The first thing that you're going to look at the link is what is Transformers. It gives you a really good idea of what's going on.
And honestly, in the grand scheme of games, this is on the new. This is the new spectrum of games for sure. Came out last year around Gen Con.
It was Gen Con. Yep.
And like it's just been kind of floating around. I think it's going mass market more than anything, so you might not have seen it in the traditional hobby channels. But it's one of those games that's just kind of, it feels like it's building a little bit of momentum over time. It might actually sink in there and have a long life ahead of it, which I hope for.
Yeah, it's a surprisingly fun game.
I bet there's a ton of people playing it that have no idea this kind of thing is happening or that local stores
are doing
exist.
Because it came from a mass market perspective, right? So I'm going to do this, and I'm only doing this because I have Force Field, right? So I know if you do more than 5 to me, it's only 4. So I'm going to play Photon Bomb, 2 damage to each character.
Oh, that's your final mistake.
So you're going to take 2. I have some tokens here if you want them.
I use these. I like the little ones. I'm a fan of little tokens these days.
Yeah. Getting older. Okay. I don't know what that means. But I'm doing that essentially because I know you can only do 4, and you're going to get to go first. But if I draw another direct damage card, which I don't currently have, I wanted to be able to play it as well. So, anyways, we're going to attack. I have 5 attack here. What's your armor again? 3 right now?
My armor is 3, but your range, so I get +2, so I'm at 5.
5 to 5.
Yeah, and so I've got a deck full of blues.
Yeah, except for orange when you need them, apparently. So blank, 5, doing nothing.
So I don't even need anything. This one's just for the fans. But I had +2 anyway, just in case. Just in case I needed it. Yes, it is your final mistake, Zach. You realize this is the significance. Draw my card.
Uh-oh.
Flip Darkmount. When I do, I can scrap a card and do 2 damage. Let's scrap a primary laser just to do 2.
All right, seems
just flip
good.
one of those over, yeah. So I need to do 4 damage to win. And I currently have Pierce 4 because of my crushing treads. So is there any way that I can't succeed? No.
I'll be right back. Yeah, you just attack and you murder me. So you got that game.
4 damage. Look
there
at that.
It is. But that was super close. That came ultimately, I think, down to that one flip.
It was.
Yeah.
I think I had essentially a 17%, as you decided, chance to win.
Yep. So here's what I'd like to do.
But that's what winners do, Zach. They flip the right card.
That's right. Heart of the cards. What I'd like to do is I'd like you to play that again. So we have Warpath from Series 2 here. And I'm going to switch to cars just so we get a different look at this. Yeah. Zach is bad at math. It was calculated, but my math was off.
Well, it's hard to remember.
I forgot about that old Darkmount flip.
There's weird stuff,
so I'm going to be playing Bumblebee, Prowl, and Wheeljack.
I'm be honest, I think the cars are cool. Like, just the idea of cars.
Zipping around?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's cooler to me than jets. Tanks are a little too straightforward. Is there any other weird... Do they have boats?
I don't think... They have cities.
Why would you not have boats, but you have cities?
I assume there's a boat. Are there boat Transformers world?
There must be. How can you have like a planet that's a Transformer and not have boats?
Also, right? I feel compelled to do this. I've been doing this in a lot of our streams, which is, if you're watching right now, I'd love to know where you're watching from.
Hey, Double Blanks. Good to see you pop up.
Double blanks. Well, you're in for a treat. This is Transformers. I'm going to be playing my card deck against Steven's single tank, apparently.
Toby, is that Milton Keynes, like Keynesian, United Kingdom? You guys are playing Transformers Wednesdays and Saturdays?
Tidal Wave is a big boat, apparently, by the way. Tidal Wave.
Yeah, tons of boat Transformers, of course, right?
Oh, dude, and submarines? There's
Give
got to
me
be
the
submarines in
boats.
there.
Oh my
Give me the
gosh.
boats.
Dude, I
You have
love
like a
boats.
Can you picture the boat transformer or the submarine that has the like trident
Oh my
weapon
gosh.
once it transforms? I'm
There
sure
can't
that
actually
exists.
be one of those, is there?
Is there a trident yielding?
Does it have rockets
aquatic?
at the end of it? Hold on, let me look up boat Transformers.
Echo says San Francisco. I'm watching from San Francisco. That's
Oh
awesome.
my gosh, these things are awesome.
Are there boat transformers? Yeah, Steven's a waterman ultimately, so
Depth
that's exciting.
charge.
Is there a sailboat?
Depth charge is an expert in a field that is neglected by most Autobots and Decepticons, ocean tactics. I love it. It's 70% of the Earth. Why aren't you focusing on
So we got San Francisco, Atlanta, Sheffield, United Kingdom. That's awesome. Yeah, the boats. You like the boats?
Dude,
I'm
there's
sure
a
we'll get
lot
the boats.
of great boat toys. My gosh.
All about that merchandise.
Oh my gosh.
Australia, Canada. That's awesome.
There's an entire play set that turns into a big boat.
Like a combiner?
Sonar. Also, there's just a headline: robots that turn into boats.
Is there
It's hilarious?
Is there a trident yielding boat? Have we solved that
I
equation
haven't
yet?
plugged Trident into the search.
I need to read all my Transformers really quick. If you guys are out there, Steven's going to be using Warpath, which is a preview from Wave 2. It got spoiled earlier today, and we had it as well. So I'm going to link to a
Oh my gosh! Look at this thing.
Warpath image. TF Matrix? Is that a
I think
Transformer
that's the
officially?
website. It's Series G1 Allegiance Decepticon subgroup Pretender.
Someone said look up Sea Spray.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, clearly I've even heard that name before. Why have I not?
You didn't
Where-
know you love Transformers. I feel like I was just like 3 or 4 years too young for this wave.
I did Mask. I did a lot of Mask, which was like, I don't know if it was pre or post Transformers. Nice, Sea Spray, yeah. Okay, so once we get boats, like I'm all in. I'm ready to go.
I'm in.
I'll buy some boxes and play the boats. Man, was Mask before or after Transformers? You guys know?
I have no idea.
Okay, greetings from Ohio. What's up, Storm Strong? All right, Mask was great, wasn't it? Bacon McSandwich? That's right. Okay, so if I put Darkman in the middle, is that going to confuse you and make you want to attack him?
No, it's
You
going to
probably
be.
should.
People, is the consensus out there from the Transformers players among us that Darkman is better than Megatron? I feel like Megatron was the heat.
You can. He's a control-y piece. You scrap an enemy upgrade, and you got Pierce 3. So that's
Joseph,
fine.
I'm using my own cars list. I posted a blog about it, but I updated it since then, so I don't really have a good link for it, but it's definitely not pulled from anywhere. Loch Ness Tour Boat.
Oh my gosh, hot chocolate and Scotch whiskey.
Ice
Yes.
says it's all about the Beast Wars.
Oh,
Everyone
me
talks
too.
about the Beast Wars.
Once Beast Wars hit, so my upbringing was like my super young, like the memories that I only vaguely can pull in from my subconscious is Mask and Transformers. I remember those toys, and then that went into Key Force. It was like Transformers, but it was a toy with like cars and stuff, and they had a keyhole, and you had a key, and you clicked it in there, and it transformed them. That was amazing.
That's cool.
And then from there, I started watching Beast Wars before I went to school as like probably 8 to 9 to 11. I don't know how old I was. And that was kind of my transforming things. And then after that, the only thing transforming was my body.
Whoa. It got real quick. Yeah, I mean, I remember my older
good
brothers. So I was born, a little personal information here. I was born in 88. My oldest brother was born in 82, 83. So he and my cousin were a similar age. And I played with their toys a lot. And they had a lot of Transformers.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like I mostly missed the show. And so, like, you know, we had a Optimus Prime and a Megatron toy and a handful of others, right? And I really, when I was a kid, obviously I was really into Star Wars, but I was also really into just airplanes. There's a time where I wanted to be in the Air Force, time where I wanted to be an aerospace engineer, and there was just kind of this like airplane thing. So then
Wow.
Starscream was also my.
What went wrong?
Well, my eyes weren't great. So
Oh, you actually got like, did you actually try to get into the Air Force? You didn't, did you?
I didn't try because I got stopped really early. We took those tests in like 8th and 9th grade.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And then it was like, well, and also, I'm not awful at odds, which was like, I was talking to the guy, and he's like, yeah, if you're in the Air Force, he's like, there's like a 0.01% chance you're actually going to be a fighter pilot. He's like, even then, you have to be, or you probably have to be
Best of
between
the best.
5'10", 5'11". You have to have good eyesight,
Yeah.
and you have to be incredible.
It's got to be a perfect specimen.
And it's like, well, I'm 5'11" and a half, so like, and my eyes are bad.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
this
yeah.
isn't stacking up. I'm going to just go on to something else.
Here comes games. Did you ever watch Thundercats?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
There was a little bit of transforming in that, wasn't there? Did they transform into like cooler versions of themselves?
I think where I really got it from was Power Rangers was a big deal when I was a kid, and they had the Zords that were the bots,
Yep.
and they formed together. And so then it was like I had Transformers toys, and I was watching Power Rangers, but I never got the toy that was all the Power Ranger vehicles that went together.
Yeah.
So I was kind of
Devastating.
makeshift using like Optimus and stuff as that toy.
Nice. There was an anime that I watched on Toonami. Remember Toonami?
I do. I remember.
That was like they were all like animals, and they would do stuff together, and then I think they would form into stuff. But it was like an anime version of like robotic animals that would do stuff. Maybe
I don't remember that.
Maybe chat will help us out. Also, Mask was 85 to 86. I was born in 87. Transformers was 84 to 87.
Yeah.
So that was like right in the, like you're using your brother's toys phase of my youth.
Yeah. Because you also had an older brother.
And the Beast Wars was 96, so I would have been, 87, 90, so I've been 9 years old.
Yeah. So you're probably like getting past that phase.
Zoids.
9 is when I was starting to get into Pokemon.
Yeah, me too. Actually, there was really no going back from Pokemon.
Yeah, it was the end of it. Over.
That was like the perfect.
All right. So I'm playing Cars.
Did you have red or blue?
Red.
I
Tim,
did.
Tim had blue.
I eventually wanted yellow because you could catch Farfetch'd in the wild. That was the only reason, because I loved Farfetch'd.
I just liked having Pikachu follow you around. I thought that was funny.
Very cool.
Okay, you ready? You can go
I'm ready.
first
I
this
already
time.
drew 3 cards.
Yeah, me too. So, the way
I
this
draw,
works.
but I don't play.
That's
Yeah,
right. For everyone at home, we each have 25 stars worth of Transformers, and we're trying to defeat each other. Steven's using Warpath, which is a preview from Wave 2, and we'll kind of walk through everything after that.
Tiger Sharks. West, that sounds awesome. Same company that made Thundercats, they transformed into aquatic guys. What have I been missing? Have you seen Aquaman?
The movie?
Yeah. Why have you not? Because I haven't either, and I feel like we should have seen it.
It was on my list. I watched like 4 movies in the December-January range, mid-December to mid-January, but that wasn't one of them.
It got really good reviews, didn't it?
People said it was fun.
Oh, one of those. Great. I have enough.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
I
looking
will
for
see
art,
it.
you know?
I will see it. Yeah, I
Looking for
agree.
fun. If I want fun, I can go to Toys R Us. Actually, I can't.
You can
can
play
I?
Trans. No, you can't. That's a good joke. Wasn't
Whoops.
ready for that. Burn. Sick burn.
All right, you're going to get wrecked straight away. Wow, Bumblebee at 15. When did he...
Yeah, so just things to know. This is the super rare Bumblebee. He has 15 health, and he also on this side, if he's the only character on my board, he gets +2/+2.
So you can't not kill him at least second or first.
Sorta. This one, when I flip to this mode, all my cars get bold too. Prowl, he's a cop. On this side, when one of my cars gets KO'd, I can repair 3 from a different character.
So he's got to go first.
But then you have Wheeljack. His ability is when I upgrade a car, I can draw a card and scrap a card.
Okay,
So he lets me filter through my deck.
that's fine.
And then while there's a weapon in my scrap pile, and I'm in this mode, he has bold 3.
Okay.
So he's hitting for 8 when there's a weapon in my discard pile.
So Dark Mount can flip over and do 2 damage to you. So just keep that one in mind.
I will remember that.
Okay, good.
Never
Good to
again.
know.
Never.
Do you have
again.
double blues in this deck?
Yes.
I'd like to flex Warpath a little bit, but you're making it very difficult. Okay.
In my hand.
Good. Okay. So does that put pressure on you to fight Warpath, is the question.
It also puts pressure on me not to let that hit my discard pile, which is annoying. Like if I have a card that I can play out of my hand right now that would go to my discard pile.
And your melee specialist, so Dark Mount not doing a lot in his bot mode. Okay.
Also, when Bumblebee flips back to this mode, he can attack untapped characters. Beware of that.
Everything you're doing sounds more impressive than what I have.
I like movement. You know what I mean?
It usually is a sign that Okay, so I need to plan ahead.
I will say, I don't think tanks is the deck that you would gravitate towards.
Hold on. I need to think through my play here. Do you have any tough? No. You don't have tough, right?
Hey, wait a second. Double Blank says Henry Cavill dropped as Superman. Is that true? That was the only good thing they had going. But actually, that's not true. Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman is perfect.
Weren't they doing the real edgy Superman stuff, like moody? That's the only way to play Superman, right? Because otherwise it's just like, look at this thing that's unstoppable.
They tried to and failed. It was pretty bad. Batman, they did much darker, actually.
Well, Batman is dark, right?
Unless it's Adam West.
Yeah, that's fair.
Then he's a good time.
If it's not the animated series or better, you just don't need to watch it.
Yeah.
That animated series was so good.
I'm actually planning on rewatching the animated series.
I was gonna rewatch the Quest, that old Johnny Quest that we had at around the Toonami age. I think it was just called Quest. I remember the intro; it was so good.
Johnny Quest?
You don't remember Johnny Quest? Watch if you see the intro, you'd remember it.
For some reason, I remember Johnny Quest.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
In my head, I was thinking about Johnny Bravo and Freakazoid for some reason. Did you ever watch those?
Yeah, Freakazoid was great.
Freakazoid was funny.
Animaniacs, super funny. The Tick, the first Tick was super funny, the animated one.
Yeah, that's right. Martha, say no more. Yeah, can I tell you something? And this is spoiler alert for anyone that hasn't seen Batman v Superman, which has the potential to be awesome. Right?
Okay.
That sounds like it's cool. Batman vs. Superman.
It does kind of immediately sound like it's cool.
This is the level of quality of those movies, which is Superman has Batman in a position where he's like about to kill him. Like, this is about to be it.
Okay.
No, it's the inverse. Batman has the old kryptonite dagger, and he's like, I'm about to murder you, Superman.
Is there a spoiler involved? Did you say that already?
Yeah, I said spoiler.
Okay.
And then essentially, Superman is like, Martha, save Martha. They fight because they didn't talk.
Right on.
And then he says, Martha, save Martha. Martha is the name of Batman's dad. Or dad.
Really?
It's a weird world.
Stunning twist.
Mom. And so it gets him to pause. And obviously Batman's parents die when he's young.
Yeah.
And that's the name of Superman's mom, apparently. And that is because he says Martha, it gets Batman to like pause and actually talk. And then they figure out that like they're fighting each other for the like wrong reason.
Oh. So they work out their problems like adults?
Yeah.
That's just not an interesting story to me. I get that every day.
Yeah. Anyways, it's just the kind of thing where, like, you know, in a story when there's a certain amount where it's like if you had the different information, you would make a different choice. But, like, when two characters that are supposed to be Batman and Superman, it's like Lex Luthor pins them together where they have to fight each other, essentially. It's like
Arena of Death style.
It's just like Joker when he makes Batman make the choice. It's like you got to save one.
Yeah.
And now they're fighting, and it's like if they had just at any point when they talk.
Yeah.
Like before they even, it's not like they just immediately start hitting each other. It's like if they just talk, then they would not have done anything that they did.
It's a story about communication.
And
How
it's
important it is in any relationship.
Yeah. Anyways, it wasn't great.
I honestly, there's a lot of strange lines in this game, actually. It appears at first it's just a little smash and punch kind of game, but it's definitely not. Because now I'm getting into the flip but attack with something else game, which is a different game entirely.
Yep, that's when you know you've made it.
Well, I have made it, let me tell you. All right, I'm going to flip Dark Mount to this mode.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want Warpath to die, though, is the thing. I want to use Warpath. All right, no, let's not do that yet. Let's flip Megatron.
I think you got to get Megatron in there.
Let's attack. Prowl.
All right.
Pierce 3, so I know I'm doing 3.
Yikes.
That's what that means. Here comes. Bonus. Blue. Bonus does
More
nothing.
bonuses.
Blue does nothing.
All right, so you have Pierce 3.
4 minus 2 armor, so I'm currently doing 2, but I have Pierce 3, so that means I'm doing 3.
All right, I'm going to flip 2.
Flip 2 cards, and they're not going to mean anything.
Special. Double attack. Flip 2 more. Special. 3 specials. That hurts. That's a lot of my specials.
That's a lot of
So I have
specials.
2 but you had Pierce 3?
Pierce 3, so take 3.
All right, Prowl, taking 3 here.
Get pierced.
And it's important to note we're using some prototypes here of tokens we are working on that are compatible with the old Transformers, in case you're wondering what we're using here.
Man, yeah, Reboot. Oh, man, I used to watch Reboot on Sunday mornings.
All right, you ready for this? I'm gonna draw a card.
Hold on, Echo Rest 76. I'm on your comment. Real quick, like a number of other folks, I've watched the archives of streams, but this is my first time joining live. Love the work you guys are doing. Great. You've helped me understand X-Wing, Netrunner, Keyforge, etc., and provided our households games with amazing compatible products. Thanks and keep up the good work. Wow, that's awesome.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching and for buying all the compatible products.
Yeah.
That really helps us do everything that we do, including creating that content that helps
Thanks
you
a
learn.
lot.
So that's awesome.
Cohen Pin, same thing. First time I got to follow you live. Thank you guys for your videos about Keyforge. You're so welcome. We love it. We appreciate it. They made him or her play Keyforge. That's phenomenal.
That is really great.
You should be playing. Thanks from Belgium. Nice. Are you with Jasper's crew as well? Go ahead, Zach. You can.
I'm just thinking.
I'm just gonna. I know there's a lot of play there. Jerome as well. Jerome, I believe, is related or knows Jasper. Cohen also knows Jasper, maybe. I gotta tell you, you've got to go to Belgium. Did you go to Belgium when
I
you went
didn't.
to?
Yep.
Oh
It's on my
gosh,
short
you
list.
got to go to Belgium. I just had a West Mall double and Delirium beer this weekend.
You're saying words, and I'm not sure what they mean.
It's really
They're
good.
beers from
Just
Belgium?
good beers. But good because they're balanced. This is where you don't, like a lot of the American microbreweries are like, look at this flavor, coffee, let's make it taste like coffee. And the Belgians are like, let's make it balanced.
A little more elegant
A little
about it.
acid, the little
Cohen
sweetness.
says Jasper question mark, so I assume they don't know
Okay,
each
so
other.
not from Jasper. You need to meet Jasper. Jasper's a friend of mine in Belgium who is also playing Keyforge in Ghent. So, you know, compared to the U.S., that's a very small country. You guys are probably, what, 30 minutes from each other, no matter where?
Yeah, no matter where you're at.
It's a tiny country.
All right, I'm going to play Matrix of Leadership. While it's on a leader, each of my other characters gets +1 attack and Pierce 1. What is
Look at it.
Because it's the Matrix.
Yeah.
That's a similar shape.
Yeah,
Where'd that
right?
come from? I'm going to use this when I upgrade a car. I can draw a card and scrap a card. Oh man.
Co and I have had many Duvals in my life.
I'm going to scrap drill arms. Then I'm going to flip here. Well, there's a weapon in my scrap pile. This has bold 3, and I just got a weapon over there in the scrap pile. So he has bold 3, +1 from the Matrix of Leadership. So he is currently at 6 with bold 3. And I'm only going to play 1 card because this is turn 2.
Right. Thank goodness.
I'm going to attack Megatron. So he is at 6 with bold 3. So I'm going to get a flip
4
3.
cards.
So 1, 2.
Oh, come on. What are the chances? Probably
Pretty high
great.
in this one, yeah.
probably.
And then bold 3. So 1, 2,
Why do you...
3.
Okay, so this is that deck, huh?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. +1 is 7. +5 is 12. Coming at Megatron.
Cool.
But you have specials in all the armor in the world, so let's see what happens here.
Yeah. Cohen, 90-minute drive. It's like what?
Also, Jasper's
nothing.
awesome.
That's
so
nothing.
if you are looking for
90-minute
people to hang
drive.
out and play with, what do you play, Cohen?
I did a 90-minute
assume
drive
you
this
play
weekend.
Keyforge.
1,
To my 12.
2. I'll take 10.
No, 4.
I'll take 4.
Minus
4
12.
minus 12. 8.
8. That's a big attack there.
Yeah, since when do cars do so much damage? Unless they're crashing.
That's wild.
Yeah, you kind of get jacked when you do that, don't you? It's kind of a...
I mean, wheel jack, you know what I mean?
It's a pretty exciting moment there.
I can't believe I hit so many. Look at my. So these were the 5 cards I flipped, all orange, right? These were the 5 before that.
Wow, that would have been interesting.
Technically,
Wow.
the 2, and if I hit a special, I would have gotten 2 more. So it's not that much different, but here we are.
Okay, well, how about this? I'll kill your car.
Man.
Draw. Okay, that I can get rid of. Is that Matrix of Leadership good?
It gives both of them +1 attack and Pierce 1.
What's Pierce 1 ultimately, you know?
It's really just +1 attack. It's fine. Man, Wheeljack having 13 health with Bumblebee having 15 is wild.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
It's a lot of health.
Who designed this game?
I don't know. I don't know that they've publicly stated that fact.
Okay, so I get to play two. I get to play 2 cards. We're on now, right?
It's full game now. Now that we've both dealt some damage and gotten in here.
Here we go. Check this out. Get ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do... Do I want to go to 3? Yeah, I love it when you have, like, the last half of the plan.
Yeah, yeah. When you're not familiar with this game, like, it takes a minute. There's a lot of weird little choices. The Matrix of Cheatership, that doesn't make any sense. It's not that good.
Okay, I'm going to flip to Megatron. When I flip, I'm going to scrap a card to scrap that Matrix.
That's no fun.
Get dead. Then for my first play, I'm going to play...
Seems good.
Hunker Down.
Okay.
Flip each of my characters from bot mode to tank mode. Oh, hold on.
They're in tank
Is
mode.
there anything fancy I could do? Because that could be magnificent.
Well, if you could trigger Megatron again, that'd be awesome, right?
Well, I'm just saying, like, instead of flipping here, I could leave this because it's going to flip back anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So I could do, that doesn't do anything
But when you
immediately.
flip back, though, what does it get you?
It does the, you don't have any 2 blues, do you? You got any double blues? I don't think you saw them, you showed me.
No,
But that's some cool play with Warpath. You could start churning out some.
Look at this.
Ooh,
2 in my hand,
churning
so
and
watch
burning.
out.
I'll do it like that just to kind of show off what's, oh wait.
I mean, you can also wait to
Dark
play
Mount's,
Hunker.
Dark Mount's the one, man.
Yeah, because you get a flip and then do your
So
thing.
we'll flip Dark Mount, then we'll play Hunker Down, flip characters. To their
Megatron to
tank
scrap
mode.
here. Dark Mount to do 2 damage.
Megatron scrapped, Dark Mount. I can scrap a card to do 2 damage, and I hate to do it.
Cohen, yeah, Transformers is definitely a game that's fast to learn. I'm going to link to our Learning Transformers series.
I'm going to get rid of this primary laser.
Probably in 15, 20 minutes, you can work your way through that and know pretty much everything you need to know to play. You can also just watch and probably assimilate it. Is that the right word?
Yeah, you can assimilate it into your brain.
Yeah.
All right, so I've done the first part. Then for each of my tanks that isn't upgraded with armor, I can put armor on it from my scrap pile.
Gosh, that card's so good.
It's great. Yeah, it's great. Hashtag great. Especially because you can discard it with Megatron.
Oh, yeah,
and then-
finish Hunker Down, and then I get 2 damage on me, I think.
Yeah, you're going to get 2. 3, 4, 5. Here.
For 2?
Yeah, 2 damage. Where did this go? Why is this here? Oh, there it is.
Where are we?
So I definitely
is
want
today?
that blast shield there. And then I've got a big old force field. Would 4 kill me? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Dang!
Drat.
Let's put that here, I guess. We'll keep Warpath alive for at least a turn.
Now, hey, here's a question on Force Field. I want to clarify this. If you Force Field down to 4, does your armor still kick in to block that?
If they would take 5, would take 5 or more damage, I feel like is after armor.
Okay.
Right? See, we
Just
don't
looking
need,
out for
we
you.
don't need rules when we can just interpret.
Force Field's really good on Warpath.
All right, and then that was my action card. So now I get to play an upgrade card. I'm going to
Yeah,
play.
so hey, be aware, if you scrapped a card to trigger the Dark
it's
Mount
not
ability,
out yet.
you couldn't play that from your discard pile.
Luckily, I didn't need to do that. Crushing Treads. That actually, it keeps the game less, there's less like fancy cool stuff, but it keeps it way more fair.
Tidy, yeah.
Crushing Treads, so I'm going to have 4, 5, 6 Pierce.
Ugh.
And we're going to swing and kill Prowl.
You can't attack, bro.
Oh my gosh.
He got me.
There's so many weird rules in this game. I feel like I'm in a box.
So the thing is, you can only attack characters that are tapped, and Steven forgot that until he executed his
It's
plan.
only an entire turn's worth of planning.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a great turn
It's
no matter
fine,
what
it's
you did.
fine.
What up, Wreck and Roll in the chat? And that's a Transformers channel. You know what I mean? TCG Rollout. That's you, right, Landon? Am I right on that? TCG Rollout? He comments on that. He's on our streams all the time, and I did not know he had a whole channel until I started looking.
I scrapped a card to hit the Matrix out. It was
that was way earlier.
Primary laser, yeah. It was a long turn of poor planning. Wheeljack, here we go.
All right, Pierce 12.
Four coming in. Well, I've only got a stat of 4, so I see the balance is kind of difficult. I could have put maybe the laser on.
You're welcome to do whatever you want.
Nah, it doesn't. Nah, it's fine. Here's 2 blues. That ain't gonna do anything.
So 4 with Pierce and F4.
So here comes 4 damage.
So I'll flip 2. We got a special and a special. Flip 2 bonus, 2 attack and a special. So I'm going to take 4.
There you go. Take 4. See, that would have killed Prowl. You know, it's a genius plan.
Yeah. There's a reason I attacked with not Prowl.
How does he have damage already?
Because I was untapped
when
you first attacked.
Yeah.
And then that's a common thing, right?
The rules of the game.
Whoever they attack first, you probably don't attack with so that they can't do that thing.
Yeah.
All right, mine?
Yeah.
We're on a real turn. I'm going to draw here. I like that card. All right. Let's dance, shall we?
Yeah.
I'm going to play...
Hey, hold on. We may have the main camera frozen.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't look frozen. We're streaming it.
It looks not frozen to me. That's probably an internet connection on your side. Yeah, refreshing came back.
Refreshing came
good.
back. There you go, yeah.
All right, so let's do this. I'm going to play... Actually, I'm going to flip first. Let's flip Wheeljack so I get that ability again.
Did you say... What's Landon doing?
He's got TCG Rollout, I believe is the name of his channel.
Oh, nice. And we got Wreck and Roll
Wreck and Roll's also
in
here. As I was looking up, I read the preview blog for Warpath, and so I kind of dove back into Transformers, and you guys were everywhere, so thanks for all the content. Yeah, both of them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play a data pad on Bumblebee.
Like just sighing the entire time.
Yeah. Well, hey, we're not trying to be fancy here. We're just playing some games. Wheeljack, when I upgrade a card, I can draw a card and scrap one.
Was television better, or were we just young?
I'm gonna put a double blue in my discard pile.
About it. Oh yeah, give me 1 damage.
Just so you're aware.
Bring it on.
So I played my upgrade. Now I get a action. I'm gonna play ready for action. So I'm gonna ready Wheeljack.
Great. Wait. No, not good.
Not good.
I was like, well, now I can attack.
I'm going to make you divide your damage here. Bumblebee is going to attack, and he's going to attack Megatron. He's got a 4 attack. Datapad says when the upgraded character attacks, I can draw a card, then I can put a card from my hand on top of my deck. So that's obviously really good. So I'll draw a card, and then I got to put something on top of my deck. I'll put this card on the top of my deck. We're at a 4, so I'll flip 2 cards. We got a special, which I placed there.
Double blues.
Oh, double special.
Come on, double blues.
Orange. There's a lot of orange in this deck. Only 1 orange. So I have a 5 attack coming in at Megatron, who's got a 3 armor.
Okay, this is doable. All of that, and you just did nothing.
Well, I'm teeing you up to divide the damage here.
How about 1?
Just need 1 more.
How about 2?
All right, blocked entirely.
Go on. All right. Over to me?
Over to you.
Over to you, Kent. Do you have an enemy armor? No. Not that it matters. Don't pay attention. Not important. I do not have the drill arms.
Bzz.
Bzz. Did you ever play Cyborg Justice on Sega Genesis?
Mm-mm.
Just incredible.
I have.
Have you played it, you said? Just now? No.
No.
What did you say, ought I have? What does that even mean?
Should I have played it?
Oh, yeah. Ought I have. Yeah.
Ought I have played it? Getting bad proper.
The comma is really the key to that sentence. Ought. I have. What's an ought? Why do you have it?
I'm going to need a minute to recover from that. Man.
Hey, hold on. Let's think about this. I wish I had like a... I wish I had more cards, basically.
Did you draw?
Yes.
Yeah, great.
But if you play 2, every time you draw 1, you're going to not
have cards. Yeah, that's how that works.
Sturdy Brad on the Cyborg Justice train. You're right. It was so cool, and it kind of reminds me of this. Cyborg Justice is an old game for Sega Genesis where you wandered around. It was like a side-scrolling thing, like Streets of Rage or, you know, those... Hold on, you kind of had a weirder video game childhood than I did.
I don't know. I played like, gosh, what's the like? You're like the
Golden Axe?
karate people trying to like.
Double Dragon?
Yeah, Double Dragon.
What about, yeah, it's like Double Dragon. It's
And
one of
the old
those where the
Avengers
screen
game.
fills with enemies. You move from left to right. They come in and
Like
you
you're
beat 'em
naturally
up
just
a bunch.
walking
Yeah.
across the screen this way, and then the enemies are coming at you.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There was
Yeah.
a game for like Nintendo or Sega that was incredible.
Was it the Bird's Eye one where you'd go down in the manholes and they'd be little secret levels and you'd scroll across?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that game was so good. Like I said, were we young or were things better? I guess everyone who gets old asks that question. It's probably just we were young.
I don't know. It's still. I play that Pod Racer game and still have a lot of fun.
That's true.
Hey, Landon, of course. It's awesome that you've been a fan, and I love chatting you out. You did some great stuff. I actually linked to your YouTube channel, one of your YouTube videos about the tanks in the blog about Warpath, so I'm going to link to that really quick. If you guys are listening or watching, you play Transformers, you got to check out TCG Rollout. They do some good stuff.
Okay, I gotta think. Think.
It's the challenge of the game,
Dang
eh?
it, think.
So, I mean, you got to, unless,
It's about the flip. It's all about the flip here.
is there a reason not to flip?
The reason not to flip is that I go to 2 attack from 4, which is less attack,
But you get Pierce.
but I get Pierce.
Pierce 2 or Pierce 3? I mean, Bumblebee, I literally, if you look over
Pierce
here,
2.
I have 1 armor. And there have been very few blue pips.
That's
although
what
the
I'm
blue
saying.
pips
So,
I've got are
I
like
kinda
the
wanna-
big ones.
I kind of want to load up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do it, Zach. I'm going to show you what's up.
Hit me with the.
All right,
With
so
the truth.
let's flip. I don't want that one. We could flip Dark Mount. You wouldn't dare attack him, right? With Megatron so close. I'm flipping Dark Mount so I can come back and do 2 later on.
Yeah,
if
that
I
seems
need to.
good.
And then I'm going to play a Leap into Battle
Oh,
and
yeah.
some Drill Arms. So I'm going to have 8 attack coming in at Little Bumblebee's 1 armor.
Little Bumblebee.
Little Bumblebee
Is
himself.
this a little Bumblebee?
Here we go. It's probably just going to be 8.
Dude, you hit those orange pips when you need them. Didn't this time.
Here's 8.
8 minus my 1, so
I'm currently doing 7 damage.
yeah, that's right. I'm going to flip 2. Make
Currently
it
doing
6.
7, 6.
Still
6
6.
damage.
So taking 6.
Yeah.
Now, if you look, my characters took a lot of damage here.
Yeah, I got to keep you off that prowl heal. That's going to be the key here.
Yeah. All right, mine.
Yes.
Let's draw a card. Whew.
Oh, if I can't, I get to draw a card. Drill Arms is great.
Oh, yeah, I love those cards. That do
Oh
that.
my gosh, it's better than I could have imagined.
Doesn't matter as much. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play Turbo Boosters. Put on a car only. When you put this on a car, you get to untap. So
this is what cars do.
They-
They just fasten around.
They hit you
fast,
a
Too
lot.
fast, too furious
yeah,
kind
but
of stuff.
they don't have a lot of like. There's no direct damage. There's no damage movement. There's not a lot
Yeah.
of pierce.
It's kinda fun to
they,
watch.
They have to hit cards like I did off the top of my deck to do damage. So
I can hear them in my
yeah.
head.
Ideally, you want to build. So like I had the Matrix of Leadership earlier, so that would give them +1 in pierce. So like I could get some work done. But you were
Megatron was on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so.
That's why he's the leader.
Now the thing is, I don't get. You're completely tapped, so now I have to go with all my Transformers. I don't get more cards. I don't get to play more cards.
Right on.
I don't
That's
get to
how
do
that
anything.
goes. Yeah. Yeah.
So let me think. I gotta flip someone. I think I have to flip Wheel.
Yeah, Jimmy's on it. Drill Arms is a great card.
I'm gonna flip Wheeljack
Totally agree.
here. Now,
Landon as well.
ideally, this scenario, what I want to have done is had Prowl on his other side.
Yeah.
Because when he flips here, all my cards get bold too.
But my strategy was too immense for you to adapt in time.
That's right. And this is only really good in this very moment, which is like I have 3 attacks because it's just this one instance.
It would have
They
been
all
the end of
go.
the game. You would have won.
I don't know if that's true.
If you'd only
All
done
right,
it
how much
better.
health does old Megatron have left?
Looks
4?
like 8 minus 12 minus the plus sign. Turn the minus into the plus.
4?
12 minus 8 would be 4, yes.
Yeah.
8 minus 12 would be
Okay.
negative 4.
Let's go
Obviously, just
with
keeping
Bumble.
it clean.
Let's go with a B.
Keeping it clean.
He's at 5. When he attacks, I can use the data pad to draw a card and put one on the top of my deck. So
you're just sitting on those 2 blue
I'm gonna
cards.
do that. I'm trying to get to the end of my deck this round because I'm going to do 2 more attacks. I'm trying to get those out of there before Dark Mount.
If you don't, can you count it?
Right now, my discard?
Well, your actual deck, I guess that's the same thing. It just takes a little longer. There's no way you're going to get into it, right?
13?
You're going to load it up like
Specials.
a Christmas goose,
So-
and Warpath's going to come in here and...
We'll see. So I'm at 5, and I get 2 cards. So I know the special's there because I put it there.
No, this is bad.
So then blue.
That's great.
And blue. So
Yes.
just a 5 on Megatron. So you need 2 blue pips to not take any
2
damage.
blue pips coming up. Orange.
Oh, yeah.
1.
Takes 1.
Here's 9.
Get out of here. And so Wheeljack has bold 3, by the way.
Oh, no.
So as long as it had a special, like I'm feeling pretty okay about that. So again, I got to keep going.
Though, that's going to be at least some damage. Let
Yeah.
me show off Warpath for the preview.
It's going to be like close. I'm going to see if I make it. We're going to go Wheeljack, coming at Megatron. I have to get him off the board. So
Starting with 5, I think you have
5?
a good shot at it.
There's a special. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal the 5. And then it's bold 2, or not bold 2, it's special. So
Hold
1,
on,
2,
You
3.
revealed 5? Oh, yeah, you revealed 5, yeah. And then you got
Yeah,
the special,
2,
yeah.
bold 3, special. So 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 5 is 9 coming in at Megatron.
So I'm currently taking 6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
5 damage. 4 damage.
Oh, man.
Dead damage.
Barely.
Okay. Dead.
Irreversible game state. Oh, I can only have one utility. Those are both utilities.
Yeah, that's fine. Put it on Wheeljack or something. It's
Well,
essentially-
it wouldn't. I'll just get rid of the boosters. I'd have to overwrite the data pad,
Oh, there you go.
and then who knows what would have happened.
Well, if you get through your deck, it wouldn't matter, right? Because
Yeah.
datapad is datapad.
Okay, so I will then go with Prowl. It's going to be a sad story for you. He will attack Warpath. So he's got 3. I get to flip 2. Make it 4.
Now, do you reshuffle immediately?
I do not know. We will
Or
ask that
whenever
question in
you're
a second.
supposed to flip? If
So-
it's not,
So do you reshuffle when you run out, or do you reshuffle whenever you need to draw cards and you can't? Because that's going to be a big deal. So I'm hitting Warpath for 4 right now, and we'll figure out the shuffling thing in a second.
All right, Warpath for 4. Here we go. And I've got 5 currently.
Oh, this one. This is
Warpath, right. That's a good one. The one you want to do. 2. Bonus. Nothing. Here's the extra 2. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Man, nothing.
Welcome to Tanksville.
Yeah, you got me. And this mojo says immediately.
Ah.
I wish it wasn't true.
How many double blues are in there?
1, 2, 3.
I could have done 3 damage with Warpath.
That would have been really good.
I've got some ideas. Okay, is that it?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna shuffle up. Man, I actually
I made it out of there okay, actually.
I didn't do the math on how many cards were in my deck. I just was like, I'm gonna try to get rid of as many as I can.
felt the math.
Yeah, it was dead on. It was literally this exact number of cards.
Pretty impressive. Pretty lucky, if you ask me.
Jimmy, they sent us Warpath to preview, even though it got previewed earlier by someone else, and we proxied it. So we printed it out, and we're just testing it here with the tank deck from
yeah,
Wave
we
1.
just printed it out. Also, show Jimmy the bumpers.
The bumpers. Earlier it got stuck. The bumpers got
That's
stuck.
all right, we can figure it out.
Let's I'll bring in the bumpers. Isn't
Yeah,
that great?
Yeah, hey, look at that. You got a console over here.
Bumper cars. Here we go.
What do you think?
And
What do you guys think about that?
I'll bring in Warpath now. Let's just bring his card out.
Hold on,
That's pretty slick, right?
That's very slick, yeah.
You wanna go back to bumpers?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Back to
I
bumpers.
want to have a conversation about bumpers.
Is bumpers playable?
Is this a? You don't play that, right?
I play cars, right?
It's a.
Obviously, here we are. I have a cars deck. It's one of the 2 decks I built.
It's a meta answer.
I saw that and I was just like, I don't even know what to do here, besides put it in a deck and not use it.
It would have to fit into a greater counter strategy if you're getting wrecked by like jets. But you'd have to somehow
or direct damage of movement.
Well, that's jets though, right? Who else is doing that?
I don't know. Again, this is what I own. This is my, and I hate building decks online.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, some of the deck builders are fine, But I much prefer physical. So like, this is what there's like probably 20 cards I don't have from the first set, and I don't know what they do.
Yeah.
It's still new to me, which is fun.
Fancy.
Yeah, so it's not with the current cards. It's not good with the current cards, according to Rock and Roll, which I agree.
That's fair.
But it could be good. Let's see if I can get this card out of here. Not happening.
I can do it.
The keys got messed around. I'm just gonna keep hitting buttons until one of them works.
Oh yeah, this is
Here
how
comes
this...
Warpath. Double Warpath.
Give him
Look
the
at
ad,
this.
Zach.
There it is. A quick word from our sponsor. Oh, that's so funny. Let's see if we can get out of here.
You can get a subscription to Transformers booster boxes.
Oh no, it's back.
You can continue to fund this madness. All right, I'm gonna go. You want me to go take care of that?
Yeah. Let's see if we can. I don't think I can get it out of here.
Oh, there. Oh,
No,
nope.
it just got back to bumpers.
Okay, hold on. Bumpers is out of here. Sorry, this is gonna maybe be a little loud. Right? Yeah. Nobody thinks they could run it in their card deck. Hey, Jimmy's got a box subscription.
Where's the air horn?
Big up, Jimmy. It's here.
Yeah, that's awesome. If you're unfamiliar, our subscription, you sign up. It's like an automatic pre-order. We charge you a week or two before release, and then you automatically get however many boxes you signed up for in the mail once it comes out. That's what I have. Steven and I, with Wave 1, we'll be doing the same thing with Wave 2. Got my box in. We unboxed it. We built 2 decks out of that one box and just had a great time. So
Your subscription doesn't have far to go, though.
yeah, that's right.
You can
Just
hear the inside of my shirt.
across the way.
Okay, here we go. It's been a comedy of errors today at the stream.
It's been fun.
I think it's because we had a big old Destiny weekend. Okay, I'm still first player, right? Because I finished first.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
Here we go. Draw. Now we get down to it.
Prowl's not long for this world, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I knew exactly what you mean.
4 health.
Okay.
You're falling for my trap.
Let's flip here. Activated my trap card. I don't want to do that. Let's flip here. And then...
Also, everyone on the stream
play
that plays
anything.
Transformers, I bought the Metroplex deck. I haven't used Metroplex. What are your guys' thoughts on Metroplex? I feel like he's like a pre-combiner.
Yeah, definitely. It's a big city.
The difference is like
City
all
is
the
a combination of
all
things.
the characters that come with him like they don't merge with him. They're just like I think transported on him.
All right, let's just kill Prowl.
What's your Pierce value?
Pierce is 4.
Oh god.
Technically it's 6, but I only have a 4 attack.
All right, you want to flip 2 cards?
Yeah.
Because you got to.
Oh, there's that. There's that hard to find orange.
I'll flip mine in case I get one of those double
Let's get those
pits
double
here.
blues.
All right, not
Matrix is
there.
gone at least.
One of them. All right, you ready to go?
Yeah. Still ready.
Oh yeah. Let's get this out of here.
Wow, Prowl didn't do anything that
Prowl
game.
gone. I mean, he soaked 9 damage.
If that's what you want.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Megatron's
Draw a
12.
card. I'm gonna play Treasure Hunt. You ready for this? This is a fun card.
Do we
I
get to go get stuff?
I scrap the top 4 cards of my deck, and I put all the upgrades scrapped this way into my hand.
Cool. I hope it's all double blues.
1 upgrade, 2 upgrade, not an upgrade, 3 upgrades.
That's a great. How do you? Why is this not? Can I run that card?
Maybe. The difference is 75% of my deck is upgrades because of his ability.
Oh, right on.
You know,
Yeah.
that whole thing.
Well, let's hear it from Metroplex. They buffed Metroplex. They're terrible on their own, but if you get them all out, they turn Metroplex into a beast. That's from Timothy Runge. Jimmy says Metroplex is really cool. You just have to put time into learning how to maximize the deck. Wreck and Roll says Metroplex is bonkers. So we have a wide range. Landon says Metroplex is really powerful, needs to get lucky to get working, but I played a game yesterday where I got the ability every turn. I lost that game, or where they got the ability every turn and lost, clearly. You have to build it well, and Wreck and Roll link into a deck. Joe's deck, wow. Wreck and Roll, come on, we need a little more creativity in the deck naming.
All right, so you only have Warpath left. So unless you
Joe's
have
deck is
you have
not
a
out.
standing, I think it's just Joe's decks. It links to all of his decks.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I actually hit that when I was looking at all the different decks. the
Oh,
other day.
great. Well, then I rescind my comment and put my foot in my mouth.
Resend it.
Rewind.
All right, so let's go.
You ever feel like you have an underdeveloped board and you're about to lose?
Yes. I'm going to play.
You got a lot of health, though.
I'm going to flip here. I'm going to play a drill arms. So when I upgrade, I get to trigger this. I also, when I play this, I can scrap an enemy armor, so I'll get rid of your force field. Not that it's going to do anything. I'm not going to hate you for that many. So I get to draw a card, and I get to scrap a card. That's so good.
Double Blanks asked if there's a Dinobots deck. Do we know if Dinobots are on the way?
exist.
Yeah.
They were in Wave 1.
That's right. We do
Absolutely,
have some
yeah.
Dinobots. Yes, Double Blanks. Yes, there is. Honestly, we got one box of Transformers, and we pretty much got everything we wanted. Like, well in.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, oh, well, we could build like 6 decks.
There were some specific characters that are missing if you really want them, but it was like all the deck cards, I felt like I had everything I needed to play.
Nismo Joe taking Metroplex to 4-1 at PAX U. I haven't studied there, but I've heard good things.
PAX U. Let's attack with the B. I'm a B. I'm a B. I'm a
You're
B.
going to attack with a B, huh?
So he's at 6, and I have to attack Dark Mount because that's just how it works. So we'll flip
Did you not
2.
watch the halftime show last night? Super Bowl?
I watched like 2 minutes of it, and then I had to turn it off. Uh-oh.
All right. That's 1 damage. Taken.
So I'm at 7, coming at Dark Mount's 6.
7 versus 4, 5, 6, and that's going to go away after this attack.
I should have gotten rid of that armor. Mistakes.
Well,
Dinobots are also getting a combiner.
Is it Tyrannosaurus Dino? Oh my gosh, come on.
Unlucky.
There's one.
Still got it. No damage.
Still got it, but I lose my blast shield. Man, 4 Pierce still with Dark Mount is nuts. What a great character. Okay. Over to me, huh?
Mm-hmm. Gotta attack the B. That B.
You got 1 double blue in your discard? You're just holding them in your hand.
I do have 1 double blue.
Come on. Just play it.
The people want to see it.
Play it. All right, drawing from a turn. Whoa. Ah. What? Now I draw the fusion cannon of Megatron?
He gone. Let's go card.
Yeah. Worthless. Okay, let's put a blast shield on Warpath. Since I'm scared for Warpath. Let's flip Warpath.
Okay.
I'm not playing an action. And then let's attack with 2 Pierce.
Okay.
Plus 1 with drill arms, so 3 attack coming in. And it's going to be 3.
I assume you're coming to
It's
Bumblebee.
going to be Bumblebee. And there's a
No orange
bonus,
pip this time. I'll tell you that much.
And all of my force fields.
Okay, so you're at what? 3 with Pierce
Just 3
2.
with Pierce 2. So I imagine you're taking 2 no matter
Let's
what.
flip, and I got a bonus, so I flip 2 more. No blue pips, so 1 armor, but it's Pierce 2, so I'll take 2 damage.
Taking 2.
All right, mine.
It's yours.
Let's draw.
It's yourn.
Wow. Okay, let's go.
I can't even. This would be like against some of these double blue heavy decks. The Warpath is the character to watch like set 4 IMO.
If people, once you hit that double blue once,
Well,
it's
they're
just
gonna
crazy.
start creeping into the card pool, and then someone's gonna make a big old double blue deck, and then Warpath's gonna roll in and be like, "Yo, I got something to say."
I'm gonna play. Start your engines. Flip each of my characters from bot mode to car mode. They're already all there. Then untap one of your cars.
Can't you just play the normal game?
Nope. Then I'll flip Wheeljack here, so we'll get the bold, and I still got to play an upgrade. So let's do this self-preservation maneuver. I'm going to play Crushing Size. When I put this on a character, I scrap an enemy utility if I can't draw a card. So I'll get rid of the Crushing Treads.
Why would you get rid of my best card?
And I get Pierce 1, which isn't going to be super relevant. Let's see if there's anything else I want to do. I don't think I can. I had to get rid of those treads. It's too much damage.
I mean, it's the MVP card of the deck.
All right,
for
so
sure.
the first attack here is 2 armor. So I'm going to attack with Bumblebee. He's at 6. I get a flip 2. Make it 7. Special.
Oof.
Special. Blank. 7. It started strong.
Yeah.
It ended less strong.
Okay, so I've got 3, 4, 5 armor.
Yep.
6 armor.
Shuffle them up. So just go ahead and not get a blue pip. Hit that 17% orange pip.
Not gonna happen.
Isn't that crazy?
Not gonna happen.
83% chance to get to just take nothing.
Okay. Oop.
Double Blanks Gaming says if they start making Transformers content, they'd have to start calling themselves Double Blue.
Although in Transformers, you got blanks too. You got blanks on the cards. Like
Yep.
you just hit a blank. It's gonna be hard to find a game where you can't fail.
Most games allow you to fail, that's correct.
Double blanks would be, yeah, flipping 2 cards up and not hitting any symbols. It still works.
Definitely doable.
Guess that means you gotta do it. You wanna cut this?
You're good.
Pew!
Orange pip! Nailed it,
and it's
2
the
for 2.
crushing Trez. I would much have preferred to draw that.
All right, so you actually take a damage there.
Wow.
Warpath down to 5.
What's that like? It's been so long.
What's what like?
I've taken damage.
Oh, that's funny. All right, Wheeljack coming in. He's got Pierce 1. He's got 5 attack with Bold 3. So I'm going to flip
Yikes.
5 cards here.
Ah.
7 attack. 8 attack. 9 attack. Special.
Oh my gosh.
10, 11
oh
attack.
My gosh.
And a special. So 11 attack coming at you at a Warpath, obviously.
At Warpath?
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is gone now.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
So 11, you're currently at 3 armor, so you're taking 8 unless you... And your deck can do this. Side note.
Are you gonna let me get through this entire live stream without flipping that ability once?
I mean, he's just the right person to attack. I can attack Darkmount if you'd rather. All right.
4
So
total?
what am I at? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11 minus 4. So I'm at 7. You need a special.
Ain't it?
Warpath gone.
Out.
Maybe I should have attacked Darkmount to prove a point. How many doubles are in here anyway?
You need to quit holding them in your hand. You're playing you're playing well.
Yeah, I got 1 in my hand. Yeah, that's right.
Stop that.
All right.
Okay. Now we're back to 1.
Now here's what's crazy if you think about that turn. Remember how you were making fun of me for not having upgrades out?
Yeah. Now look who's laughing.
Look,
You scrapped all my stuff.
the turns have tabled. You're first.
Okay.
And it's tough. I mean, once you get down to 1 character, you got to bring some heat here. I'm at 8. Bumblebee has 7 left.
Rapid conversion. Get rid of this fusion cannon. Do 2 to Bumblebee.
All right, 9, 10. He's got 5 left with 1 armor.
That's it.
Can he get it?
No. No way.
I'm not going to be able to kill you this round, though.
That's right. That's what I'm planning on. Blue. Orange. There's 5.
5 to my 1. So still taking 4.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
Oh, 14. What a
That's what I was saying.
joke.
1
What a joke.
1 health left.
Come on,
This
Dark
has been a
Mount.
good game.
You got this.
All right, I'll draw a card. So now this is the weird part, right? Because you only have 1 character, you only get 1, like, play events, play cards. I also only get 1. no
Yeah,
matter
but
how
you
many
got
characters I
2
have.
things. You get
But
2
like,
attacks.
my deck is stacked with ready cards.
Yeah.
So, like, those are all just blank at this point.
Good.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, I was holding on to that Dino Cannon or whatever. Fusion Cannon to Megatron. That'd be incredible. Pierce 3 plus 1 attack.
All right, let's do this. I'm going to play a handheld blaster. He gets bold 1. And I'm going to flip Bumblebee. Now we're in all-out attack mode.
Yeah. Enter attack mode.
And that's all I can do. So let's attack. B will attack for 7. I get 2 cards. 8, 9, and a blank.
9.
So this is the power of the tanks, though. It's going to take me a long time to get through that.
Bonus. Block. Block, block. Block.
So 8?
8 total.
So you take 1.
Taking 1. Welcome to Tank Town.
Yeah, it's going to be a nightmare. But you're obviously at least two or more turns away from winning because you're going to have to kill Bumblebee.
Yeah.
And then hit, and then probably hit again. So this is gonna be something. So then I gotta go with Wheeljack. Now he's at bold 4, 5 with bold 4. So let's just 1, 2.
Oh, that's so fortunate.
And then I have bold a special. So now I'm gonna flip this.
Yeah, do 5.
I get 2 more, and then it's 2 from the special.
Yeah. Well, 1 more and 2 from the special, right? 5 total.
Well, he's bold 4.
Oh, he's bold 4. Ugh.
Yeah.
I need this to go well.
I mean, you're doing pretty good. You're gonna kill Bumblebee next round.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
Well, don't you have the? If you have the double flip, but
If I had the conversion, but I've only got the 1 card.
yeah, you need some treads. I'm gonna attack, so you're gonna flip some.
I really need to be able to
Landon says Dark Mount can do this. He believes.
hit the ability and then put my attack on Wheeljack to try to pull out of this.
If you can double flip, that's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
If not, even just flipping and getting rid of Bumblebee, and then your next round doing 2 automatic is gonna put you in a. You need treads or something to pierce through here. All right, so I'm gonna get my 2 more from. That's my normal bold. Now I have my bonus 2, which didn't go that great.
Ah, that's so good.
So I'm at +2. I'm at a 7 with Pierce 1.
7 and I'm at a 4. Orange, 5. So I'll take 2.
Yep.
Ding.
Like, if I'm doing 3 rounds, you got 2 more rounds left, especially if you just knock off Bumblebee here.
All right, there's a number of ways this could go well.
I'm gonna go over on this stream, Steven.
Oh my gosh. Wait, did I flip him just now? No, I didn't. Okay. This is incredible. So funny.
I'm gonna laugh so hard. I'm
Dark Mount.
Yeah, and you have the.
Let's hunker down. Flip everyone to tank mode.
All right. So you got to scrap a card though.
Discarding it.
But then
2
you got to get a
Bumblebee,
thing.
and then I get something from my thing. Look at that. This game.
It's been a great game. Back and forth
crazy.
here.
Okay, so that's an option. And I could also take the... Ooh, what to take? Blast Shield or Force Field? Force Field guarantees me 1 more turn. Blast Shield essentially does the same thing. Force Field could also do nothing for the rest of the game and I could still lose.
I mean, with my bold 4, I feel like Force Field's really strong.
Yeah.
That's just gonna guarantee you get an extra round.
Can I kill you in 2 rounds? You're at 4.
You gotta do 9.
I don't know.
I mean, you're gonna get 2 automatic probably because you're gonna get 2 turns. So you flip and you flip back 2 turns from now. So then you really only need to do
7?
7 across 2 attacks.
All right, let's go for the safe thing. But I don't know.
Landon's saying Blast Shield. I just feel like it's so easy for you to hit 7 or 8. So if I go big,
I feel like if it goes really bad for me, so like that would be, you're at, let's say, you go 5, and then you flip 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-ish is not inconceivable, and I'm at 4, and I flip like 5, 6, you would do 6 damage to me, and that would end the game.
that definitely prevents you from losing.
Yeah, I don't want to, I'm going to play to not lose, which is what you're supposed to do, right?
I hear that works out for well. All right. You coming in here?
3 times reinforced. Did you not put reinforced plating in my deck?
I didn't put anything in your deck. I borrowed that from Thomas.
Gosh, who built this mess? I'm untweaked. Okay, now we're gonna attack. We hunkered down. We killed Bumblebee. We got a force field. This is it's cinematic. I mean, it's very cinematic. I can't deny it. Here we go.
Yeah,
A lot of blues. A lot of blues.
So what do you got there? 4?
4 to your 1. So fortunate. That's so fortunate.
Double orange pips.
That's 4 oranges just right out of deck. See, that's what I'm talking about. If you'd have done the attack next turn, that's why force field's
all right.
critical.
Mine.
Yeah.
That's painful. Oh, that's really important. This is gonna put a clock on this thing.
Did you get some big dad card?
So here's what I'm deciding between. I could put an armor on that would give me +1 defense, and when I put it on a character, I get rid of a weapon, which you don't have, or I draw a card.
Yeah, drawing a
Which
card.
then could give me an action.
Always good.
But I also have Piercing Blaster, which gives me Pierce 3.
You gotta go Pierce 3.
Which means you have literally this attack and the next attack to do it.
100% Pierce 3.
So I'm going to play Pierce 3. We're going to get rid of the handheld blaster. And now I'm going to attack.
That's a good adaptation.
The other thing is, I have 2 armor on my other side. So I'm going to forego Bold 3 because I know I have Pierce.
Okay, yeah.
So I'll attack. And I actually have Pierce 4 because it stacks.
Yikes.
So attack of 4, just no Bold. So I'll flip 2. Got a special. Flip 2 more. We'll make it an attack of 6 with
6
Pierce
to
4.
my 4, so it won't matter. I'll be taking it. And there we go.
Okay.
So I
then
take 4, huh?
Yep, 4. But essentially what that means is that you have to kill me
Right now.
Somehow.
So draw well. I basically, like a leapt into battle maybe would give me an out.
I could get in there. You can flip over and do 2 automatic.
Well, next turn I would. Because I got to go over and then back, right? And I don't have a card to scrap, which is a bummer. Because I did draw the rapid conversion, but I don't have a card to scrap, so I can't use it. It won't matter. Now, so I just got to go dad's out here.
Yeah, you got to pray for rain.
There's no rain that could possibly win this game. So
You could have potentially drawn the card that would let you get rid of this, but you didn't. That's the other thing that could have happened.
5, let's swing in. Piercing Blaster would have been okay. Still wouldn't have won me the game, though.
Okay.
Here's a bonus. Rapid conversion, not going to matter here. Held Blaster, Bold 1 would have been okay. True Alarms would have been okay, I think, right?
No, that would have got rid of my armor. I don't have an armor.
At least +1.
Yeah. All right. So
Wheeljack's going to get it, Zach.
You had 5. I'll flip.
Doesn't matter.
Special. So then I end up taking 5 minus 2. So 3.
You take 3.
Okay. And then it's my turn.
You win.
I draw a card. I attack. And I kill you.
Yay.
Hey, that was actually really great. I thought I was going to lose. If I had not drawn Piercing Blaster, I'd just lose that game.
I thought I was going to win, and then I thought I was going to lose. Then I thought I was going to win.
Then
I thought I was
Then
gonna
you
lose.
lost, yeah. That's how I felt. It was like I thought I was going to lose, and then I felt like I was going to win, and then I was like, oh no, I'm going to lose, and then at the end I obviously felt like I was going to lose. So hey, that was really great. That was fun.
Yeah, that was good. It looks like we may have, I think towards the end, we may have missed some damage on Wheeljack from an attack that ultimately didn't matter. Because you're at 13 health.
Yeah, he's pretty feisty.
Got a little sloppy there at the end.
That bold 3. Well, there you have it. How'd you feel? I feel like you haven't revisited Transformers since it first came out.
Yeah, no, it's fun. I like it more and more every time I play it, honestly. It's one of those games that you kind of, I think you want to keep going back to every now and again. You know, I've never experienced a game that I get kind of excited about when a new set comes out, and explore it for a while, and then kind of shelve it.
Yeah.
And then come back to it.
Well, we've historically always played games as like our game, right?
Yeah, like
so it's like once you start playing it,
it's
you're blogging about it, you're posting on the forums and stuff. But from the onset with this game, I just wasn't approaching it like that. We got that box. I did some trades to build my tanks and cars, and then played it. And I occasionally play it now, and then wasn't just kind of let it back. And then the Wave 2 Combiners preview started hitting, and I was like,
there's a paradigm shift that we're continually journeying on. It's kind of a return to the roots, return to childhood in a lot of ways. Like half this live stream we're just talking about childhood stuff. I think Warpath is obviously not like just a straight away, oh my gosh, this is a great character. It's a tech piece, right?
Yeah.
Like there are going to be situations in the future of this game, mark my words, where in a particular metagame, Warpath can come in out of nowhere that everybody has forgotten about and dominate. Even doing 3 to 4 damage for free off of this kind of an ability is tremendous.
Well, and you saw when you have the cards that flip your stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's like if they get 2 or 3 in their pile, you might trigger that 2 or 3 times in a single round.
Yep. That could be nuts.
That's a lot of damage.
That could be absolutely nuts. So I think this is a good character to have in the pool. 6 health is not very much, but they're tanks also. It's like I didn't feel like I was super vulnerable.
No.
I mean, the problem is Pierce is such a critically good keyword in this game that, you know, it's the downfall of the tanks, and even so, they were able to get through the jets and almost get through the cars, and potentially the deck isn't even that optimized. So,
and if you think about the theme of Pierce, by the way,
yeah,
like Pierce is the thing.
It
You get through the armor of tanks.
Hurt the tanks,
is really,
right?
really clever.
Now, all that said, it's boats or bust for me. I need some boats. I want to get some transforming boats up in here.
I don't think I've seen any boats in the second wave spoiler so far. I assume that's a wave 3
You think
or
wave
6.
3 boats?
Well, I know the Beast Wars is something everybody wants. So I have to imagine wave 3 or 4 is Beast Wars. But I don't know. I won't be surprised if we get boats in the future.
Let's get some quick commentary from live chat, Wreck and Roll in particular. Obviously, you probably know what you're talking about, given that I've watched some videos. And anytime you're watching somebody else's videos about a game, they most of the time know what they're talking about, at least in the most basic terms. But I trust Wreck and Roll. Warpath has the potential to actually do some damage, unlike the other current 6-point tank, which is true.
I think that's the biggest thing of Warpath to me is the Pierce.
Also opens up an all-tank team with a rare version of Megatron.
Is Megatron not?
Think about that. Think about it.
He's a tank.
Is that what we were playing?
No, he's not the rare. He's not the rare Megatron. I need to look at. Let me look at rare Megatron.
Rare Megatron Demolisher Warpath is what you're going to be looking for. Beast Wars is unlikely, apparently. They're sticking to the Generations theme, which was G1 stuff. I don't know, though. I think it's going to go. It's probably one of those things where we're going to monitor for the first few sets, kind of see if there's an appetite for this kind of game. And then if there is, I think invest, and then we could see all sorts of stuff, which would be awesome. I'd love to see boats. I'd love to see Beast Wars. Beast Wars may be a separate game or a separate set entirely. There could be an entire Beast Wars line of booster packs and boxes. Who knows?
That'd be crazy.
That'd be awesome.
Because this system is pretty cool.
Yeah, you could put it anywhere that has transforming things. And as we already mentioned in this live stream, there's no shortage of things transforming in pop culture. No shortage. Megatron Living Weapon, is that what you're looking at?
Yep.
13 stars, can have 3 weapons.
That'd be pretty crazy.
Could be cool.
Yeah.
Could open up.
That's pretty wild.
Well, I think we've done it. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Transformers, the trading card game from Wizards of the Coast. Wave 2 is about to release. Zach, hit him with the ad. Can you get him with the ad?
Yeah, I'll hit him with the ad. I'm also going to link to the Learning Transformers blog, which I think is worth for people. There's a lot of people new in here that are getting curious. So
Yeah.
here's the ad for the subscription, and I'm going to link in the comments to the Transformers.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. We one of the ways we continue to do this kind of content is we are actually a store. If you don't know that, we have a physical space here in Tulsa where we run a local store, and then we also sell online. The main thing that we do is offer subscriptions and custom products. We've been using some of our prototype Transformers compatible tokens that we're working on right now. And then we also have booster box subscriptions for Transformers. So before Wave 2 comes out, as long as you get your subscription in before a couple of weeks of its release, you will get charged, and we will send you as many boxes as you want. So you sign up, it doesn't cost you anything, you don't have to put any money down, it's way better than a pre-order in that way. And then we have your card on file, and you get charged a couple of weeks before the set comes out. You get the boxes, and you're done. And I know a lot of people on live chat have a subscription, so thank you guys so very much for doing that. We really appreciate the ability to send you your products and take care of you like that. So appreciate it. And Zach, you got anything else to add?
That's all I got. I had a lot of
cook
fun.
some dinner?
Yeah, that's right. I'm actually very much. We had a blast. With that first box.
Yeah.
We opened it on stream, built those decks. So I'm really looking forward to that. We'll be doing that once we get the Wave 2 stuff in.
I had a great time here too.
This is fun.
It's fun.
It's just a fun game.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's very thematic, and
Yes.
it's like we could chat and like talk and chat with the chat, the people everywhere, right? Covenant Masters for Transformers.
Yeah,
that's
well,
funny.
think about it. 2019 is going to be a year.
It's gonna be a feisty year, yeah. But it's the kind of thing where like I haven't played this game in a month or two, and I don't feel mentally taxed.
Yeah.
It's more like obviously there's you're thinking,
Yeah.
and there were some tough choices to make, and you're like learning stuff, but it's just enough.
It's
right?
just enough. Yeah.
Just enough.
I feel like I could have a conversation, maybe have a beer, and not play any worse. You know.
Yeah.
Still be just fine.
I'm interested in exploring this. We have we've been talking about doing this in the store with the locals. I've been talking with some of the other local players, which is drafting a box of Wave 1, because I feel like that would feel a lot like we did when we opened the box, but a little different. So you get to play a bunch of different characters without having to like.
And all the
into it.
action cards and stuff are pretty universally valuable.
Yeah.
So you could really have draft strategies around like collecting the icons you wanted or collecting the actual cards that you wanted.
That's
That
pretty
sounds a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching.
We did it. We'll catch you guys next time. Also, next week, if you're interested, we're going to be streaming Destiny. Is that next week?
Destiny or Keyforge, one of them.
I think Destiny is the previews. Next week, we have 2 preview decks we're bringing in.
We do have more previews for Destiny. Yeah,
for Convergence.
So if you're a Destiny player, we've got some Convergence previews coming up on the stream next week. And then we just saw, too, for the Keyforge folks, a weird piece of art. Do you see that?
Oh, yeah. It was
like a
the
sanctum
in like a
thing,
disc
and
theme.
a disc looking thing. So who knows what that could mean.
I'm really
Maybe
excited to
we'll
see
get
what they
to
do with set 2
explore it.
of Keyforge.
All right, we'll see you guys next Monday. Catch us then.